Hey Camero, how you doing this morning? Oh, hope you're doing good. Mason, good morning, sir. James Ward's in the house. Asgard Studios, you. Good morning, good morning. Yep, I just made myself a coffee too. Drone Journey this afternoon in Greece. Did you send me that email, Drone Journey? I'll send you the link because I don't have your email. Hey, Night Train. This afternoon in the UK. Okay. I don't know about you, Night Train, but here the winds are so bloody hard. Hard last night. Kept me awake all night. The winds are very, very rough. And it's snowing now. It's ridiculous how it's windy. But it went shook the house a couple of times last night, I swear it. Okay then, Mason. I understand. No problem. No, your health is more important than live streams, that's for sure. Still at 14 today. Right now here it's doing, I'll let you know. Hey John. Okay, you sent the email. Okay. It's doing 23 Fahrenheit here right now. And Celsius is doing -5. Yeah. Yes, hey Philly, Chris O. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here we got 20-mile-an-hour winds right now. Yeah. But last night they were stronger than that, for sure, for sure. Sorry, guys. I'm just okay. No problem. Westar EG Explorer just dropped in for a moment. Yeah, doing pretty good here, Westar. Yes, sir. Paul Murray's in the house. Philly Life. Yeah, it's really crappy here, Chris. Yeah, the winds are very strong, and it's snowing now. We're supposed to get 5 inches today. We had rain all day yesterday. Redneck Channel, how you doing? Rodney Bell's in the house. Centroid, good morning, good morning. I thought you'd be sleeping in this morning. Is it today you're supposed to go with CNY? Centroid? Are you supposed to go see Lewis today? Oh, that's good. There, night train. Ah, okay, okay. True drone reviews, Brian. Good morning, good morning. Hope you got better weather down there than we do this morning there, Brian. Here it's windy as hell and snowing. Okay, John. No problem. Drone Nuts in the house. How you doing, Drone Nut? Now, I was going to go to the barber yesterday, but couldn't even get out of the driveway yesterday. It was ice. Yeah, sheep shears. There we go. That's shit. The weather's really crummy. Yeah, we're getting the winds and snow here this morning. Yeah.
Morning, Roger. Roger. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, just want to make sure you
I because I had another page open on top.
Oh, okay.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Running around too much, I guess.
Yeah. I got up at 1:45 this morning.
Oh, what? Why?
Why? Well, I got off with everybody last night. Then we stayed on with Hadley and Val
Oh,
for a while.
hey, where did Hadley end up on his fundraising by the time you got off?
129.
What was that? 500?
Yeah, he's at 529. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think he was surprised pleasantly.
No, it was. Well, he was very happy. Believe me.
Nice guy. I just want to.
It was so freaking windy all night, man. It kept me awake.
Oh yeah, it's pretty windy here too.
Yeah.
And my wife keeps putting these things on the door to, like welcome signs, and they just rattle all night long.
So I got 2 windows open still, and it's not bad, but yeah, I'm telling you, the snow is getting. I'm discouraged, man. It's starting to snow again there. So
yeah. So why is Paul not here yet? I want to plan. I want to plan the event when we're going to burn the sock puppet.
I sent him a link.
Oh,
He's not here yet.
Maybe he's afraid of having to burn the sock puppet. I don't know.
Hey, Matt North, how you doing?
It was all fun. It was all fun.
Yeah, actually, I was going to go to the barber yesterday, but this driveway was so freaking slippery yesterday.
Oh,
I mean, it is still this morning. I'm going to have to go out there and put salt all over it. Yeah, I got to go out today. This girl.
How's Roxy doing today? I think I hear her skulking in the background. There she is.
Getting your morning rub down.
Yeah, there she is. Hey, Chris Hope, how's it going?
You didn't get the link? I'll send it again, Paul. You were the first one on the list this morning. There you go. I sent it back out. It's mail from Canada. I saw it a bit slow, probably.
Well, Asgard in the house. What's up, you?
Good morning, gentlemen.
If you say so.
Well, I used to, obviously.
You go, Aerial Drone. Good morning. Good morning. Tropic UAS. How you doing, Riley? Leg work.
How are you? Go ahead. What's up?
I was busy last night. There's the Bolt B. Look what's on top, Roger.
Ooh.
Are you doing FPV?
With my Bolt B. Hell
nice.
Yeah. Done. I even crashed it in the snow yesterday and had to find it.
I told Roger, but I pulled the trigger last night on my goggles.
What'd you get? Fat Sharks?
Yeah, I went with the Fat Sharks.
Gotta have the Fat Sharks.
So I was afraid of having buyer's remorse and having to spend more money after the fact, saying, I should have gotten those Fat Sharks.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not?
Okay, well.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm pretty impressed with my little setup now because I mean, here's the whole FPV setup. Look at this. Let me pull it off here. I can now put this on anything. Absolutely anything.
What is it?
The plug on it. Okay.
Just a camera, and then I stick the battery in. So I can stick that on my dog's collar,
Nice.
whatever I want.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you can have an FPV dog.
Why not? Everybody should have one. There's a redefined Roxy cam right there, man.
Oh, you know, you just give me an idea. I think I want to do that. I'm going to put one on my dog and see what happens.
Now you need some kind of electrical impulses to make them move left and right, you know?
The only problem is with my luck that as soon as I put it on him, he'll start licking his parts I don't want to see.
Yeah, they do that, don't they?
Well, wouldn't you? If I could do that, I'd never leave the house.
No comment. For fear of incriminating myself on a live stream.
No, that was a joke from, I think it was George Carlin said that once. He was making fun of dogs, and he goes, geez, if I could do that, I'd never have to leave the house.
Creative Digital.
Bit of tilt.
First time here.
Good morning, Paul. Look at that nice head of hair. You do have nice hair, man.
Yeah, in fact, he's working on growing it long enough to have a man bun.
Oh my God.
In honor of Paul, I shall shed my lid.
Yeah. Also,
my hair is not as nice.
Okay, you got the computer running up now. So how's your chat going? Do you get faster, or is it the same thing?
I think it's going much faster. I haven't had any issues so far. And
The last comment, you see, who is it from?
Philly Drone Life.
Cool.
That's it. So what happened, Paul? Did you have problems with your computer yesterday?
Oh man, I was on here yesterday morning with Roger, and I was, you know, they were joking about, well, wait 5 minutes and Paul will be able to see it. So they suggested I go do a speed test. I went and they actually suggested I reset the router. So I said, okay, I'll be back. So I go out and I reset the router and do a speed test, and the speed test came up, download 0.0.
Oop.
Upload 2.7. So after I reset it, it was the same. So I ended up calling Comcast, which is Xfinity, and got through to one technician, and he was trying to help me and running me back and forth to the router, unplug it, start it, unplug it, start it. And in the meantime, all of a sudden, he says, I hear this funny noises, bells going off in the background from him. And he says, that's never happened before. And he says,
oopsie.
Yeah, he says, and I hear him, you know, how you can hear them tap, tap, tapping in the background, you know. And he says, I've been kicked out of the system, and it says I'm not authorized to enter back into the system again. He says, I don't think I've been fired. So he says, well, I'll call you back. Well, 45 minutes later, he didn't call me back. So I called another and got an Ashley. She worked with me for about an hour, up, back to the router, back to the computer, back to the router, back to the computer. And so finally, using a couple of my other computers, I established that now she did have me with internet access that was acceptable. But my main computer, it wouldn't link up. It showed it down in the bottom bar that I was connected, but it didn't want to do anything else. And so I was so frustrated after about 4 or 5 hours, I was about ready to throw it out on the driveway. And then of course, I was on with you guys last night, but I was using one of my notebooks. And so I couldn't sleep last night, so I started tinkering with it. And I happened to go on the notebook and watched Philly fly this morning, and almost have an incident with his Zoom. He was flying with an older battery, and all of a sudden it went from 46% to 3% while he was still a mile away
Whoops.
over top of all those buildings.
Whoopsie.
And it came up saying landing, and so he was pushing it forward. But as most everybody knows that I have learned in the past is once it goes into landing mode, you can still manipulate it, but you can't get that 15 or 20 miles an hour, forward push. And so he was limping back at about 7 to 10 miles an hour, and thank God he was able to land it.
Oh, geez.
So he called me because I noted on the live stream on his. I says, Michael, you scare the hell out of me. And so he called me, and we were talking, and I told him about the computer. He says, well, let me pull my computer off, and we'll work through it. So we did. And the wizard, Michael, got my computer back up, linked up and on. And all it was when you go down there and you go down and check to see your link at the internet on your bottom bar, it says properties below where it says you're hooked on and secured in properties. And he had me read what the different properties were and whether it was on or off. And it was simply, the first selection was on, it says public. The second selection says private. He says, well, on mine it says private. And so we switched it to private.
Oh, your sound cut out.
And he.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. No,
okay. That maybe that was it, and that was it. And so now that's why I'm back on my main computer again.
I'm very happy you got it fixed up.
So I have now dubbed Philly not only Philly, but I call him the Wizard.
Good work there, Michael.
Everybody in the house, Asgard Studios, Matt Nord, Explicit FPV, Mason Guiding, Dean Chapman, how you doing? Philly Drone, Lido Reed.
Hadley's got to be tickled today that everybody chipped in and took care of him.
Yeah.
Night Train, how you doing? Yeah, so he got $529, I think, was all together yesterday.
And his goal was 300, huh?
Yeah.
What was the total?
529.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think personally, there's a few more people who probably will go in and throw $5-10 at him and round it up to 600.
I think he took it down last night.
Oh, did he close it? Okay.
Now, Hugh, you know a little bit about computers, yes?
Not much anymore, but used to.
Well, than anybody else. I mean, I've heard, and again, I'm learning, and through all my gremlins that I've had to deal with, that Google Chrome is a beast for internet, and in terms of it using processor and stuff like that. Do you think it makes a difference whether or not you clear the cache out or not for performance on your computer? Could that be an issue? Because I've cleaned it out once in a while. It seems to have made a difference, but it could be just a figment of my imagination. So
there are so many variables with these things. It's like it's like magic, really, honestly.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, in my research, when I was trying to figure out why my computer's running so slow, they say, first of all, Google Chrome is a beast compared to other browsers as far as your processor. So
really, beast in a bad way? You mean it uses too much power?
It uses a lot. So like if I'm true, when I was having the problems with streaming and having people on Google Hangouts or multiple windows, they said problem number one is if you're using Google, you're already starting with 2 feet, 2 steps behind other browsers.
Well, here's a dumb question, but do you have to use Google Chrome to use Google Hangouts?
That's not a dumb question. I don't know the answer to it.
I do. I know I do.
Yes. Yeah. It required me to have Google Chrome.
Okay. So you kind of have to, yeah.
Black Conduit FPV. Good morning. Good morning. Now I feel Billy Drone was writing down there. My Explorer sucks for speed. Okay. Oh, you can use Explorer? I never used Explorer, so I don't know.
Michael, I had that happen to me yesterday. I took the dog out for a long walk, and when I got back, my legs were shaking. I just hadn't had enough exercise recently.
Yeah. Well, me's going down to get a bloody mail yesterday. I stopped 3 times coming back up the hill.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was happy to get in the house to sit down. My legs were shot.
Yeah.
Well, Roger, isn't the palace staff supposed to do that for you?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have liked to see Kim going down that hill, that drive with the ice we had.
No.
No.
Got to put on your ice skates, Roger.
Yeah, right. I use Safari and I'm able to get Hangouts to work on it, Roger. Huh. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Drum pool in the house.
What's up,
Morning,
Drum Pool?
Dan. Or should I say Betty White?
Betty.
What? Oh, that's right. He wore a mask, didn't he?
Pardon me, Mrs. White.
This is what. That cracked me up.
Black Conduit, like 18 on my end. I hope you're getting a lot better weather than we are there, Black Conduit, that's for sure.
See, the only problem with Drone Pool's skit is every time I watch Golden Girls now, I'm going to hear Matthew McConaughey's voice behind Betty White's face. It's just freaking me out.
Ooh.
What's up, Star Cop?
Paul, this one is for you, buddy.
What's that, buddy?
He's got a brownie.
All right. You I
Mm.
see I got him eating the brownies.
You're getting everybody addicted to the brownies now.
No, tell me about it. We have students who are always selling stuff for fundraisers at school, and I'll buy some from time to time. And you can buy these cookies that come in a big tub, and you scoop them as you need them. And as I'm flipping through, wouldn't you know it, they have those brownies. They come already frozen like that, and you have to bake them, and you've got yourself brownies. And they're
There
like,
you go.
"You're gonna get cookies?" I'm like, "No, I gotta get the brownies." And they're like, "Why?" I said, "You don't want to know." That's an inside story.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Paul, can Teeny Weeny come out and play with me today? I'd like to see him. Is he here?
It is.
Hey, Teeny Weeny.
Oh, no. That Black Conduit, we've been having storms here too. Yeah.
I think Mark is gone.
There goes Mark.
He's like, screw this shit show. Get out of here. When Star Cop starts pulling out sock puppets.
He's back. Mark's back.
Did he go? Is it gone?
He's gone.
Yeah. Did it go away? I just want to know. Did it go away?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Rick-
Mark. I didn't know you would bail out. I mean,
I'm starting to have nightmares of these things, dude.
Mr. Capaldi, good morning, good morning.
well, the NTSB just left. They said it was engineer error. So
Okay.
guess that means I got to take this cap off. Yeah, let me find a good one. Here's a good one. My buddies.
That was great, Mark. All of a sudden, boom, you were gone.
It's just a natural reaction these days. I'm a little trigger happy.
Well, Rick's ready with the spam. He's waiting for Andrew too.
Hey, now there's an idea. Spam with Vegemite.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a
That'd be
weight loss
interesting.
plan, my friend.
And yeah, instant weight loss.
Yeah.
Whatever you have in you is gonna come right back.
Come right back out. Yeah.
Out of both ends. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
You know. Yeah, you know what? Night Train's right. You're gonna have to put a warning on this channel, the disclaimer. If you keep pulling out the sock puppets, it's kind of creepy.
Trigger warning. Openings may include Vegemite and brownies.
And sock puppets.
So, John Poole, are you gonna be able to fly today, or go out there and fly? I know the weather's been pretty crappy all over.
Yeah, it's been snowing on and off here. It just finally stopped, but
Is
who
Stark
knows?
frozen, or is that just me? Oh no, he's
No,
moving.
Rick's moving.
Rick's moving. All right.
You know, with us old guys, you never know. You got to poke us once in a while.
Well, I thought he died there for a second.
Please don't.
He's changed. No, don't get upset there, Mark. He's just changing his socks.
On his
And
hands.
puppets.
Understand? No.
Yeah.
Where's that red button? I've got it poised, ready to go. Highlighted. I know it's my own self-proclaimed ejector seat.
Oh, you ain't lived till you use the Martin Baker.
I bet.
Oh, baby.
Quite a ride, huh?
So when are you supposed to be getting your goggles in there, Sunshine?
Probably the end of the week. I got the goggles coming in from Amazon, and the other one, I think it's called View FPV or something like that. I don't know. I'm new to these companies, but I've got the module and the 2 antenna coming from another company, all coming in around the same time.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if John Poole's still in here. If he's gone, I don't know. He was in here a while ago.
He may be just
Crowley's in the
AFK for a
house.
bit.
I see.
Mr. Crowley, Boris Karloff himself.
Mark, were you watching streamer? Were you when I showed everybody how Zero packages their filament?
No, I have not.
The ZIRO. I don't know if it's pronounced Zyro or Zero, but they shrink wrap the filament, obviously,
Mhm.
but they include a resealable bag to put it in to keep the moisture.
Oh,
out.
that's nice. That's very nice.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That
So I'm
is
going to start saving them
And
as I go through filament.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I thought that was pretty cool.
okay. Drone Pool got B6. I'm assuming is a channel that I have to. I'll figure that out. But thanks, Drone Pool. Yeah, I've heard too that you want to, like, I know people they leave their filament out and everything, but I understand that UV light can affect it as well. So don't let the sun hit it. You know, just keep it. So I keep I keep them in their bags and in closets whenever not being used. And I'm curious. They were talking about baking the material. I'll be honest with you. The temperature that these extruders push that material out, I can't imagine moisture really being that much of an issue. I don't know. I'd be curious to see if baking them actually improves what Mel's issue was.
Yeah. Little no, I don't have a cold. No, it's my morning ritual. Yeah. Blowing my nose.
Well, Roger, I just got notification that my module and my antenna have just been shipped. So yeah, I should get them in a few days.
Probably by Tuesday.
Yeah. Faster than Amazon, that's for sure. I now know who I'm going to be looking for bits and pieces.
No, because that's the channel on the cam I use all the time.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I figured. It was some sort of frequency or channel that I sync them up to.
Okay.
Oh, Camero, no worries, man. I got that day I streamed with Dennis Lovelady. He said I got to put the Japanese flag, so I've added a few more there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Portuguese flag on the bottom?
Spain, I believe.
Oh, you need to find Portugal. That's where Baduga's from.
Oh, well, there you go.
You gotta have another one, buddy.
I'm gonna go look for that right now. That can be remedied.
You still don't have a German flag.
I will do that too.
Man.
Come on, give me a few seconds here. I'll fix it.
No, I think it's pretty cool. We get
Mark-
enough
Mark-
people in here, we won't be able to see Mark anymore. It'll be covered with flags.
Yeah.
Mark gets up early in the morning just to be abused.
Yep. Just ask my
I
wife.
mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you do it all the way.
Well,
not half
and I just found out that Ludo Louis needs me to put in the French and Nigerian one also.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna say, if you need a French flag, it's just white.
Oh.
And Portuguese and
No. Let's see. Yep, I'm working on it. Let's see. I found the Portugal flag.
Carpenter
There you
Rick,
go.
good morning.
Carpenter Rick. Good morning, my friend.
It's a close clear yet.
No,
Oh no.
6 months together. Playing almost 6 months.
I'll save it for when Val comes in. Mark can close his eyes.
AK Joe FBV, how you doing? Good morning. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported and recheck your channels too.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret on Val. Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
The other day, remember she wanted that Nespresso machine that's behind me here?
Yeah.
That's not an espresso machine.
It's a juice maker.
It's a dust buster.
Well, I guess you can try to make espresso with it. I wouldn't vouch for its flavor, though.
But from a distance, Val swore up and down that was an espresso machine, and that's what she's mad at Teeny about because Teeny won the auction.
Leg work. Good morning.
So shh, that's just between us. We don't tell Val.
Send it to her.
Hey, love you, buddy. Have a great day. Be safe, my friend.
What I had to do is sell it to her
There you go.
and have her pay for the shipping.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, from this angle, it almost looks like the end of an espresso machine because it's sitting next to that grill, you know.
Rudy says, okay, wait a minute. The Zanzibar flag?
Zanzibar?
Zanzibar.
Who's from Zanzibar?
While Legwork says, don't forget the Zanzibar flag.
Oh, is Legwork from Zanzibar?
I don't know.
I mean,
he just wants the flag up there.
Okay, I mean, let's not get carried away here, folks.
But yeah, I guess seriously, you do need a French flag because of the young lady that comes in all the time.
Oh,
France.
yes.
What's her name?
Yes. Alexandra.
Alexandra. That's it. Yeah.
Nico Spolowski.
Okay, so I've got all the flags now. I just got to put them in place. So I'm sorry if I'm ignoring chat.
It's okay. We understand. Everybody hit up everybody's links and channels. Make sure you got them. About links, I'll be putting in. Putting in these links here. In case anybody wants to buy a coffee cup. I'm gonna put in Jim Crinnan's GoFundMe. And it's CNY. CNY. There you go.
Mr. Crowley wants to know who Teeny Weeny is.
Really?
Oh no.
Mr. Crowley, I thought I liked you. I'm going to have to reevaluate.
So everybody check out those 3 links. One link is good fun, a GoFundMe for Jim Kernan, who's battling cancer right now. So whoever can help him out.
And don't forget to join the Breakfast Club. You have to have a Canadian Drone Hub to join the Breakfast Club with Roger.
There you go. I'm just looking at Justin's link. There we go. Yep.
Oh, I see what Mr. Crowley's. Somebody said Mr. Crowley's getting his sock puppet ready right now.
Roger, are you sending Mr. Crowley a link?
No. No, because I'm waiting for 2 other people to come in already. So
Okay. No, I'm just making sure because if he's getting a sock puppet ready, just afraid. That's all. Just afraid.
Because I have 2 other people coming in, and I don't want to have a big link, big thing today. Or
Yeah, my therapist says I need to stay away from sock puppets.
Everybody sees me wearing to do this t-shirt this morning. People really likes his t-shirts. So.
Make sure you guys hit the like button.
Yes, everybody hit that like. Oh, your dogs are really going out there.
Who's got the dogs?
Our cop.
Oh,
He's got some feisty ones, doesn't he?
yeah.
That's right. He's got the. I'm not going to say it because it sounds like a curse, but.
Hey,
You're gonna almost have the banner like Star Cop has on his channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty soon you're not going to see my face, which may not be a bad thing. It's just going to be a field of flags. Welcome to the channel. I can make them smaller, but we'll see. Let's see here. It's fun though. I'm learning a lot about flags. I'm telling you that.
You're trying to be a history teacher after this.
Well, don't say that. You don't want me teaching history. That'd be bad. That'd be really bad.
My chow just went nuts looking for another dog. He must have heard that.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was picking them up, but they're all the way at the other end of the house.
I know this one here started howling at 2 o'clock in the morning in their dreams. There you go, Night Train. Yeah, he knew it.
Oh, Mr. Crowley says, have I got a puppet for you guys? Yeah.
Fun with the flags with Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Exactly. I thought that the other day too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I've turned into Sheldon. Don't worry. I'm not going to go into the derivation and the development of them and the history. That is not going to happen.
I've always wondered, is that the Southern Cross on the Australian flag? It looks like it to me.
It might be. I don't know. And I'm sure there's some significance to the number of them in the field as well. But again, I'm not going to start researching these. You're gonna have to start making them smaller.
And then that's Quebec that has the French fleur-de-lis on it.
Fleur-de-lis.
Fleur-de-lis.
If you notice, I don't have that flag here.
I can't blame you.
Yeah, that's it.
Why, Roger? Did you want me to take it down?
No. Okay.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Mark. Only because somebody asked on here. They wanted to know if the sock puppet flies. There's Teeny flying on.
Teeny. What you doing, Teeny?
It
Look at you fly.
likes to fly. Yep.
I want to fly. Damn.
Mhm.
Only because somebody asked.
You don't have to tell him it was me that asked.
Hey, are you two guys on the same meds this morning, or?
That's what happens when you get older. Dementia starts to settle in.
Hey, at least ways it's a clean sock.
Yeah.
Hey, Drone Tread on me. How you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
It's not a used diaper on our heads.
Yeah, that's it.
Really, you had to say used?
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
Cab 7, he was wearing it, and the next thing you know, he put it on his head like it was a chef's hat. It was
oh
like,
my God.
Phantom Hodges, how you doing this morning?
Drone Tread has a, I guess that's supposed to be a sock. It's a ghost with a knife, so I think he wants to knife our puppets.
Oh, there you go. Rick says they're eating the same brownies. Now we know why. There you go. Rod, thank you from the house. Hi, Rod.
it's called the brownie syndrome.
Yeah.
It's brownieitis.
Mark is speechless.
Yeah.
I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm letting myself be distracted from the
He's
discussion.
moving his flags. Yeah.
Making them
Yeah.
smaller. Gotta make them smaller now. Now, if I missed one from what people have mentioned, just let me know. I think I got everyone that everybody mentioned. See, I got the German one there, Star Cop.
I can't see it.
You can't see it. Okay, it's gonna
kind
get
of like
smaller.
cropped off the screen. You make my screen bigger.
I am making them smaller, which means they'll be more visible. So.
Oh, we have Drone Journey in the house, all the way from Greece.
There you go.
Oh, there's a flag I don't have.
There's a flag you don't have.
Hey, Drone Journey.
White cross, a white background, or blue cross on a white background.
Yeah. Well, that's my fears when I go to Google, because you know how in Google you never know if you have accuracy. I'm afraid I'm putting the wrong flag up, but I'll get the Greece one up momentarily. What's up, Drone Journey?
Can you hear?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, you got.
Sorry, is
first
my
thing you
connection
gotta
bad?
No, first thing you got to do though is you got to tell us, give us a weather report where you're at.
Oh, and rub it in.
Right now, I want to show you, but I can't because my earphone socket is one. I got this like one less than a meter. It's actually sunny outside.
Okay.
In
So
the temperature,
that's our sunlight.
Is I think it's about 16, 17 degrees outside. 21 tomorrow.
that's Celsius, so that means it's about what, 35, 40, 45 Fahrenheit?
Well, it's warm enough for me. It's better in Canada.
Were you saying the temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit is about 69 or something.
Okay. That's nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how my stream is. If it's bad, let me know and I can change it.
No, you're fine. What's your first name?
God.
Not G-O-D. It's G-O-D.
No, his name's Lee. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Ainsley. Okay.
Okay. No,
Do you have a sock?
No.
Oh, Lord.
I took the time to have a shave today.
There you
Roger.
go.
Roger, I have to apologize. With my such dislike for sock puppets, I think it just eggs them on so much. So that's my fault.
I saw your video the other day. Really nice there, my friend from Greece there. Are you going out flying again very soon, or?
Oh yeah, I've just made a video today. Yeah, and that was just a test flight because I had problems with the unique battery because it was in stasis for a few months since July. So I've been rebuilding the battery, and that was my first test flight. So, and I was managed to make a different video out of it rather than a test flight. So
which model unique are you flying?
It's just the advanced. But I must say, over the years, flying Uniques, and I've had the Q500s and the 4K Q500. The Unique H is a practical drone, bit big. I've got the Parrot and Navi. I've flown DJI Phantom 3s. I've had a Phantom 4. But that's the only kind of baby that I've got that I rely on, and always captures the good footage. So it's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Good morning, Mason. Hatley's famous. How you doing? John Hodges. Rod Piker. Louis. Everybody, we're talking with Drone Journey. He lives in Greece right now. Are you staying there for good now in Greece, or are you retiring there, or what? Drone Journey.
Well, I'm probably a retard. Wouldn't like to say I'm retired. I've got no money, so if you'd like to super chat me when I put on my next live stream, maybe I can stay here for longer.
Nice place to
I don't know
retire.
what life is going to give me.
Yeah.
My stream's not good, I don't think, so I'm going to have to upgrade it again.
You're coming in and out. You're coming in and out. I mean, your internet got, I don't know how good it is down there. Doing pretty good there, Hadley. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna go make another coffee. It's really hot. Well, I guess everybody's occupied.
I sort of got you there, Roger. There we go.
Chris and Sam, how you doing?
Go get a coffee, Roger. I'll watch the chat for you.
Okay. I just woke up. Give me a few. Okay, I'll go make a coffee. Right back.
Yeah, I thought I heard the trains and the cows going there, Starcop. Oh, did he disappear too? Hello, Chris and Sam, living the dream. Welcome to the chat. Who else we got here that I missed coming in? Hadley said he just got up. Give him a few. There we go. I'm going to stop playing with this for a bit now.
Now I can see them all. Looks good.
Thank you. Had to make them a bit smaller. Hey, let's see. JDS Quads, Tony Reviews. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If you're here from another time zone.
Hello, Chris and Sam.
Oh, Drone Pool. Did I end up getting the Vipers? Yeah, that took a lot of thinking. I wound up biting the bullet. I had the money from the work I've been doing. I wound up getting the Fat Shark Dominators V3 plus the module and the antennas. So that was a hard decision. I ain't gonna lie to you. I figured I'd give it a go because as much as I really thought the Vipers would be a great fit for me, I just figured, oh geez, let's just get these Fat Sharks everybody keeps talking about. So yeah, I went with the Dominators. So, am I missing any flags?
When is Steve? AJ Diaz, how you doing? When are the Steve supposed to come back from work?
Actually, I just found out this morning that I think he's been offered another stint at the refinery. So I think he's coming back. He's going to have 3 weeks off, like in April, starting April 1st. And then after that, he's back on for another 6 weeks,
Oh, cool. Hey,
which is good and bad. Bad because it's going to be another long 6 weeks, but good because he's going to make some serious bank. So,
cool.
so
Hey, Mark,
yes, sir.
isn't Rulin from the Netherlands?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. He was one gentleman I wanted to talk to about where he's from. So,
I think he's from the Netherlands.
okay. I'll look that one up.
It's red with a blue cross and white outline on the cross, I think. Something like that.
Don't want to not represent.
Hey, guys, I've got to back out here for a few minutes. I got to go deal with something upstairs. So I will be back.
The Netherlands flag looks surprisingly like.
Take care, teeny weeny.
Oh Lord. It's the French flag, but only horizontal instead of vertical. Go figure. As far as Wikipedia is concerned. Again, I always question what I see on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that's not what the Nederlanders here wear when I see their patches on their uniforms.
It says Netherlands flag. I mean, and that shows up quite a bit. Let me do a little more searching. It's red on top, white in the middle, blue on the bottom, and they have an Amsterdam Netherlands flag, which is 3 crosses in a field of red. But no, it's all that one.
Huh.
There's a Dutch flag that is orange, white, and blue instead of the red. No, I think that's the Netherlands flag. Oh wait, no, that's a Dutch flag. What did you say it looked like, Rick?
The ones they have here is a red background, but a blue cross that has a white outline on the blue cross.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. Oh wait.
Indiana Kid, good morning. Yeah, Roger just posted a new video about how to fix a dead battery on a drone. Okay. Logan Carpenter, good morning. Chris and Sam.
There's one here. It looks like the Netherlands flag Antilles, particularly. It's a white field, red vertical stripe, blue horizontal, and then stars in the middle. So it almost looks like a cross, but that's specific to Antilles.
Yeah, I don't think I can search at the same time as I'm doing this.
It's all.
Well, 59, how you doing? Good morning.
I'm going to take this one, and then if it has to change, it has to change. But that seems to be predominantly what I see.
Everybody please hit that like button.
Hey, did you get your dislike for the morning, Roger? I didn't check.
Not yet. She's not working this morning, so she might sleep in.
Oh, she'll come and dislike it on replay, is that it?
Yeah. Oh. Who's trained? That's Star Cops train. That his train studies up.
Well, next time I run into those guys, I'm going to ask what flag that is.
Yeah, please.
It might be like their military flag or something. It looks a lot like your British flag, except the
Magic
X that runs from corner to corner isn't there. I'll have to ask what flag that is.
Magic says, I thought the Netherlands is Dutch.
Well, they have a Dutch flag and they have a Netherlands flag. And again,
Yeah.
I don't know which. I mean, I could put both up. I don't care about that,
Yeah.
but it's just
Like here in Canada.
Yeah, you got that other one.
there you go. See, just like the French flag, but it's horizontal instead of vertical.
Yep.
Oh, it's in.
How many flags is there? You know?
Do I look like Sheldon?
I
I don't.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
That's it. I'm gonna have to start the YouTube channel. It's gonna change. No more drones. It's gonna be fun with flags. I can see it now. Oh Lord, you guys are killing me.
Yeah. Man, I wish this wind would go away. Dang it.
But Roger, it's trying to blow spring in.
Well,
Hey, I'm sorry. I've been playing around with OBS so much. I didn't realize. Did Hugh have to leave?
yeah, he left a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I am so sorry. That's how much I can't multitask.
Yeah, I saw his wife walk by the table. The next thing I know, he was gone. So it's like,
I know that sometimes I have to bag out of conversations, quietly as people are talking. Like last night, I don't want to interrupt the conversation, so I didn't know if he had said something or typed something I missed.
I understand you guys were trying to crucify Teeny Weeny last night.
Unsuccessfully, of course. It was all in fun, though.
Stuck on the crossover.
We have to thank Teeny Weeny for getting Hadley over his mark, though. I'll be honest with you, so I can't pick on Teeny Weeny too much.
There you go.
I just wish he'd rename it. Keep telling him that.
Hey, son, 400 AGL, how you doing?
Hey, Mel, how's it going?
Morning, Mel. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to figure out why that double crossover keeps shorting out.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you, Rick, but when I was in college, they had a big computer programming lab for their computer science department. The guy was phenomenal with operating systems, and he actually used HO gauge train layout. They called it the train lab, and they used it as a way to train their computer science students how to program operating systems using controls
Cool.
and whatnot. And so essentially, using it as an analog version of what was going on, they had to program it to do certain things the way an operating system would have to work. But instead of seeing it done they would code it, but it would have to, the trains would mimic what was going on. I can't explain exactly how they used it, but it was called the Train Lab, and it was a ginormous setup with all kinds of switching and activities that they'd have to program it for it to do, but it mimicked what they had to do inside a computer for it to operate the system. And it was phenomenal. The guy was very innovative with regards to that.
Okay.
Used to love to, yeah, it was really, really cool.
When I took computers at Pedophile State, we were still using punch cards.
Oh my God, punch cards. I remember the punch cards.
And I'll never forget, if you ever wanted to get even with somebody, you took their little, they kept them in a very big cardboard box.
Yeah, yep. Long card, and you
accidentally bump into his cardboard box. And next thing you know, crap.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, all you really had to do was take one of the cards out and put it in a different spot. Just one card.
It'll crash in a heartbeat. It'll crash in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Mel. How you doing?
Morning, Mel.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, gentlemen. How's everybody doing?
Tired.
Yeah, I saw you sneak out last night. Did you just sneak out and go to bed or what?
Yeah, more or less. I was on a thread and I didn't even have the energy to interrupt the conversation to say goodnight. So I just typed it in and hit the red button. And I think within minutes I was gone.
Well, I started working on a 3D print last night about 9 or maybe even 8, and tried and failed. It's something I created, so you got to figure out the settings for the printer to make it work. And I slept on it. I think I finally went to bed about 1 this morning. I got up about 7 or 8 and then came right in here to the computer and went, I got to change this and then put it back out there. So, and it's been running for an hour and it's looking good. So I think I figured it out.
Sometimes a good night's sleep will cure that problem. Sometimes.
Yep.
Did you ever figure out the problem you had with it? Was it your filament when last time you were around here?
Absolutely. It was the filament issue. Everybody was right that gave me some tips, and Roger summed it up in a synopsis of warm it up and shove it in.
Yep.
Wow. So you wound up baking it?
Yep. Well, I can't. I guess I could run the oven, at 175. That's the lowest it'll go. But it seems to be, somebody said, and I don't remember who, but somebody said just put it in the oven and turn the light on. And the oven, good morning, Hadley. The light will, if you keep the oven door closed, the light will make enough heat in there to pull the moisture out. And that seems to be doing the trick.
Cool. Well, good job then. How you doing, Hadley?
Doing good. Tired. I was up late. I couldn't sleep last night. Yeah. I'm sure you all understand.
Yeah.
Hey, Mel, what was the longest print you ever run? How long have you had a print going before?
50 hours.
50. Yeah, my longest is 18.
Yeah.
Well, you both got me beat.
I downsized this print I'm building right now because when I first set it up, it said something like 30 some hours. And I thought, I don't want to run it 30 hours for a test print. So just to see if the idea will work. And if it does, then I'll make it bigger, and then it's going to be like a 30-hour print or something.
Oof.
But right now it's like running it. I downsized it. So it's going to run like about a 6-hour print.
Have you ever messed with the programming of those prints? I'm trying to think of the name of the code that it's usually in.
The G code.
G code. Do you ever mess with that?
No, I don't.
I did once, and I was successful only once out of maybe 3 times. My dumb butt accidentally tripped the wire on my printer once, and mine does not reset if it loses power. And I did yeah, and so I did some research and had some calipers, measured it, and actually was able to go in and mess with the G code and have it start right where it left off. I was very, very fortunate, but I think that might have been beginner's luck because the next time it happened, I wasn't as successful.
Yeah,
but it can be done. It can be done. It was kind of interesting to see how that works.
Sure. I haven't spent any time getting educated on editing or writing G code.
Yeah,
but
no, this doesn't require knowing how to do G code. Basically, you just need to know what level it left off at. And then basically you go into the G code and erase the levels that have already been done. And then it just picks up where it left off. And it actually, it actually works if you're careful with your measurements. And I was pretty impressed. So at least I know. And when you're doing a 30-hour print, the last thing you want to do is have to restart it after 22 hours.
Exactly. But the slicer should do that too. You can tell the slicer to start at layer so and so.
Yeah, I haven't messed with Cura that much to know if I can do Cura. That's the only one I've been using lately. So
yeah,
I'll have to look into that.
You can do that with Cura, I think, and I know you can do it with Simplify 3D.
Okay, I'll have to try.
Good morning, Rick Halliburg. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Hadley.
Yes.
I have 1.5 pack of cigarettes left. And now I'm going after it.
Yes.
I went all afternoon yesterday without a cigarette.
You shouldn't have started to have one this morning. You should have puffed on that thing real hard so the switch over. Because why I say to pull the Band-Aid off is because your body's got to get used to the other nicotine, which it's gonna get used to it immediately. It's just that wake up the next day. You got to puff on this thing a lot, cough your head off. Yes, in the morning, it's going to make you cough like crazy. But you'll notice by, an hour after you get up in the morning, it's working. It's just that first, I need it fixed now. This isn't doing it. Yeah.
I did that this morning. I I unscrewed the tank so I could lay the battery on its side, you know, to charge it overnight because the charge port's in the bottom. But I did that first thing this morning, and it lasted maybe an hour, and then I lit a cigarette. So I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. So once your cigarettes are gone, don't go and buy any more.
That's
I know.
The plan. That's the plan.
And that mod you have there, that's a very expensive mod.
About $100.
That's it? Wait, that's a custom. Is it wood? Is that real wood or is it?
No,
it's faux?
It's
Okay.
It's just
because the ones that are real wood, my buddy's got like real wood ones that are like hand carved wood, and those things were like $1,200-$1,500.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going. No,
I can't. No, as cheap as possible just to quit smoking. It's not a fad for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not doing the dripper. You know, obviously I'm doing the tank, but
yeah.
And do you build your own coils and stuff yet?
No, I messed with that when I've been vaping for 5 years off and on, and I messed with that a little bit. Like I had one that was like I call it a direct fire, where the button's on the bottom and it's no electronics or anything. And then I saw somebody's blow up on them at the hospital one time when I was outside. So I stopped anything digital, or I had to have anything digital after that. I wasn't messing with anything direct fire, and I was smoking. You know, I still smoked. I still smoked and I vaped, and like it was a 5-year battle. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm not buying any more cigarettes. I'm giving this thing hell. And like 72 hours later, I didn't crave a cigarette anymore. And a week later, I tried a cigarette. I about threw up from the taste because it was just so disgusting. I couldn't believe that I've been smoking those. It's crazy when the taste comes back.
Back in 2008, when I broke my leg and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, because I shattered my knee. I was in OR every other night for 2 weeks solid. But if I'd had this then, when I got out of the hospital, because they asked me, they said, we know you smoke. How much do you smoke? And I said, a solid 2 packs a day. And they said, do you want something? And I said, no. I said, so far with the morphine, I'm okay. You know, you know.
Oh yeah. That stuff keeps you so loopy. You don't care about nothing.
Yeah. And plus I had the button where I could add more if I wanted it, you know, or needed it.
Oh boy.
I was on the drip, plus I had the button on the extra little machine over there on the side. And when I got out 2 weeks later, I didn't miss cigarettes, but everybody around me was smoking, you know, and that made it really hard.
Oh yeah, because you're constantly getting a whiff.
If I'd had this then, I might have been able to pull
it off. You know that smell when you first get up in the morning and you smell somebody that just lit their first cigarette, and it might be your favorite cigarette, and it's like that. It's almost like smelling cookies in the oven.
Yeah, man.
But it is not
something. Yep.
Something along those lines. Like, yeah, it's like something that just triggers a hunger for it. And as soon as you smell it, like, and I'm sure after 2 weeks, somebody had your cigarettes and lit one up, and you're, can I have one of those?
Yep.
You know. That's what happened to me.
I quit cold turkey many, many years ago at my 30th high school reunion. My wife and I had quit like 6 months before the reunion, and I went to the reunion, and a couple of my friends that I was hanging out with drinking were smoking my brand, and it was like, can I have one of those? And my wife was jerking on my arm, you know, and like, don't do it. And I said, one cigarette's not going to hurt me. And I smoked that one cigarette that night. And the next day I bought a packet, you know, sure enough. So,
because you're like, I'm going to get some beers. I might as well get a cigarette, you know, because I'm probably going to want one. And then you smoke 10 that night drinking.
Down the rabbit hole you go.
Unfortunately.
Back down the hole you go. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
The devil made me do it.
I'm so happy you got a mod and you're going to give it a try. That is awesome.
Well, you know, I had my juice and everything from before because I had one of these. And when I unloaded my truck, when I quit in November and sold my truck, I brought it home. I unpacked everything and I packed things in boxes, you know, and stuffed things in bags because I was kind of in a hurry to get my truck unloaded and all my stuff out of it. And I found everything but my vape. I can't find the actual unit. So I've got a nozzle. Well, I've got the extra filaments, you know, the heaters.
Yeah, the coil things. Yeah,
the coils. Yep, I got extra coils. I got an extra nozzle. I got an extra glass tank. I just didn't have the base for the tank because that's on my battery, and the battery was the same size. I mean, same unit, identical, just different wood grain on this one. But I'll be danged, I can't find that thing anywhere, and I don't know what I did with it. So I went and bought another one yesterday.
Best idea ever, I'm telling you. And the juice thing, if it's over a certain amount of time, the nicotine doesn't have its potency anymore. So fresh juice is really good because the nicotine's fresh that's in it. So it's an idea to keep track of.
I said, does the juice go bad? Because these bottles of juice I got are probably 2 years old or more, maybe 3.
Yeah, there's hardly any nicotine in there.
And he said that maybe the nicotine won't be as good. He said that the juice itself won't go bad. And
the juice is fine. The juice is fine. It's the nicotine in it that's not. You have no kick of nicotine. That's probably why you smoked a cigarette this morning. Your determination kept you through to there, and no nicotine held you. You know, there was no crutch. You're falling.
That's probably it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some more juice today. I'm gonna get some new juice today.
Yeah, and think of what I always tell everybody. What is your favorite snack? Like, what is your favorite snack that you just can't live without?
That's
something you probably don't want the vape to taste like then.
No, if I could get vape to taste like that, I'd be all about it, dude, you know.
Oh man.
Roger, this is where you say warm her up and shove her in. Oh my God. Hey, Roger, isn't it time for a station break or something before this goes any further down the hole here?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Roland's in the house. Hi, Roland. How you doing this morning? Glad to see you.
We can ask him if I got the right flag.
Roland, he wants to know if he's got your flag up there. Okay. Gary Foster, Mason Kaiser, Luna Music, Phantom Hodges, Drones, Rick Holliber is in the house, Chris and Sam, 400 AGLs on the panel with Harry, famous, Controid Ariel, and Sarkop. Manic Magic's in the house. Our vlogs, everybody, and please hit that like button. And I see that woman woke up. Okay, cool. And I'm going to paste this here. This is for helping out Jim Crinan, the GoFundMe. Check out the GoFundMe. Whatever you can afford, guys.
Yeah.
I've helped them out a lot. So whatever you guys can afford, please support them.
And Hadley, I got to admit, sadly enough, that if it weren't for Teeny Weeny and everything, I got to give Teeny Weeny credit for getting you above your goal there.
Oh, that was awesome last night. Like, that's why I couldn't sleep. My I woke up like this morning, and my wife's getting up ready, getting ready, doing her thing, and I'm like, I can't get up. Like, what time was it when I went to sleep? She's like, I don't know. It was 2:30. I went to the bathroom, and you were sitting there staring at your phone. And it's like 7.
Brutal.
It's 7. Oh yeah, it's like 7 here. So I don't know how late I was up. I couldn't get tired, so I was just watching. Like, I was watching, I think History Channel or something, like Ancient Aliens or something, to drive me into going to sleep. Something boring or whatever. I ended up staying awake. I couldn't sleep. You guys had me so high on life, I wasn't able to go to bed. And I took a nap yesterday because all the crying. So maybe that was affecting me. Everything was messed up for me yesterday.
Phantom Flight 101. Hi, how you doing? I'll be Drone. Good morning.
Hey, Rick, I got a challenge for you for your printer. You need to try to print a lithopane.
Oh yeah.
The funny thing is it's that thin. It's like wafer thin, and it prints upright on its edge like this.
Those are the ones
Crazy.
that those are the ones you got to shine light through and they project an image, correct?
Yes.
So that's why you got to stand them up. That's got to be a trick. I'm gonna have to try that.
To print it standing up, and it's only a 16th or maybe less than a 16th inch thick.
You probably got to have it on really, really thin slices too, right?
Yeah, like 0.16.
Yeah.
And that was part of the problem with this print that I'm making this morning, because I forgot to change it back to 0.2 on the layer thickness.
Oh, so your print was twice as long.
And not only was it twice as long, but it's basically like a boat, and I'm printing it upside down. So think of an upside down hull on a boat. So think of all that support material in the middle. Oh man, not only is it going to be a filament hog, but it's so much support that the support is what was messing the print up.
Oh yeah.
And being so thin, because you figure if your layer is 0.16, how small is the support?
Yeah.
Okay, so the support was what kept fouling up in the print. So when I switched it back to 0.2 layer thickness, that seemed to do the trick, and it's still running. It's about 10% done, so it's looking good at this moment.
Anytime
John Tread on me says that he made his luggage tags on the 3D printer.
Anytime I can do a print and position it on the bed so I don't need support, I do it. I can't stand needing support.
Yeah.
It just adds so much
take
time.
a lot of time, don't they? Yeah.
Just adds at least almost 50 to 60% of the time printing, depending on how much of a cantilever you have over stuff. That's why those resin printers are so nice, because they don't need support most of the time. But they're expensive.
Yeah, those things are expensive, and then you have to treat everything with the UV light. And I was looking into those because I was more interested in buying one of those, and I was like, well, you can't do TPU out of that thing too, so that's out.
No. Yeah.
I need something that can do TPU. That's all I really need a printer for. Yeah.
TPU is the rubberized stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can do TPU on mine, but I have to adjust the intake on the feeder, otherwise it'll get sandwiched. It'll start to buckle and get sandwiched. It needs a smaller diameter, but I can do it. But
I think there's something else. You have to adjust that, and then you have to adjust the temp and the bed, and I guess it doesn't print the same as what is it, plastic PLA?
PLA,
yeah. It doesn't. It's like PLA's much hotter, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a printer. I've watched my other friends. They all have printers, and I'll watch them before they set something up. They're like, "What file do you want?" And I'm like, "Well, I designed this on AutoCAD, and I'll send it to them. Can you print this for me?" They're like, "Yeah, I got to do some stuff with this because it needs to go through this other program to build it." And I'm like, "Just print it on its side. Whatever you do, print it on its side." They're like, "Well, which way's the side?" So I gotta go into my 3D program and show them this is the side, print it from there so there's no supports. And one time I got one and it had supports going across, and it had the perfect ring, for it to be printed on its side, but there was supports going across, and I'm like, what the hell happened? It doesn't usually cut. My GoPro mounts don't normally come like this. And he's like, I don't know, man. He tells me his printer's got a glob of TPU where the feeder is. It's just globbed up there. He's like, I got a mess. It finished your print and kept feeding. Oh my God. It kept feeding and feeding and feeding. I guess it didn't shut down everything. It just tried to keep feeding that stuff. And I guess it was because of my design. Something was messed up where it didn't tell it to stop.
Good morning, joining about Northwest. How you doing? Russell. The Colibird. I'm trying to do something here. Everybody together by yourself, make sure you got them.
Chris and Sam. Have a good
Hi,
day.
Chris and Sam. Yeah, have a great day, guys.
Okay, Chris and Sam, be safe. Have a good one. Yeah, the winds are really wicked here today, and we're having snow. I'm in a nice day today. Catch y'all later. Mother's coming to visit. Okay. Your train set
You know,
sounds really risky.
A lot of people have the little round hockey puck named, starts with an A and ends with an A. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to say it because it'll go nuts. But
You don't have to say Alexa.
I had it tell me a joke this morning, and it said, "Why did the sloth?" I don't remember what the question was now, but it was like, "Why did the sloth run away?" or something, and it was the answer was to get away from a fast-moving glacier.
I don't know if you can see this going around, guys. That's the longest serial I've ever made with this train. 43 cars.
Yeah.
One.
We're looking at it, yeah. While we're seeing it going by.
Did
So
you
it looks
say
like
43 cars, Rick?
Yeah, 43 cars. Well, counting the two.
Wow.
How many has it dumped?
None yet.
None yet. Hey, if I
Is it-
say it, maybe it
Not
won't
on-
happen.
Is that
Damn,
is
yeah,
that your
not
big
on-
monster engine? Is that your
That's
new
my big boy.
the big one? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
It don't go fast. It only goes about 5 miles an hour scale. But it.
Let me comment to somebody here. I'll be droned. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you. And if you ever need any help, man, you're more than welcome to message me on here or in any of my videos. I'm gonna try to make some more tutorials and how-to videos, or at least do some stick cam when I'm out flying, so it'll give you kind of an idea of what I'm doing with the controller when I'm doing that crazy stuff with the quad. But thank you, dude. I see all your comments, and it's awesome. I hope I can inspire more, because
Have you
doesn't
got
matter
a
your
chest?
age, you can fly.
Have you got a chest harness to mount a camera to?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
I've been doing some stick cams for everybody. Yeah, and I edit it out, so it's just that in the bottom corner.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you use GoPro stuff or do you use Copycat stuff? Oh, really?
I use GoPro or Copycat. I have 3 different cams that I use. I've got a GoPro Session 5, a GoPro Hero Session 5, excuse me, and that one does up to 4K. And then I've got a RunCam 3, and that one does 1080p, 60 frames. And then I've got something very similar to that. It's a ProScan, I think is the brand. It looks just like a GoPro. It's like the same size. And that one was like $20 at Ace Hardware, and it came with a little chest plate thing. And I'm like, I can't not buy that. It's $20. It's on clearance, and it's got the chest plate. So I get that thing home, and it's a GoPro chest plate. It's not a knockoff, but it's a knockoff camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, wow. Put some name brand stuff in there. Okay. But yeah, I've been using it. It was the best $20 I've spent because the feedback's been awesome.
This one was 53 or something. The one before that I bought,
all about good cameras for cheap.
The one before it that I bought is another same brand. And it was 105 when I bought this one. And their prices must be coming down because the H9R, the new one, does, I think, 720 at 120 frames a second. So it'll do the slow motion stuff. And 4K at 60, which kind of blew me away. And it's a 20 megapixel camera.
So if it's doing 4K at 60 frames a second, I might have to try one of those, because that's what I want to record in, and then upscale it to 8K and upload it and see what YouTube does.
Let me double check, but I'm almost certain it'll do the 4K at 60.
Night
What'd
Train,
you say, Roger?
Night Train says he has a bunch of accessories for the GoPro. And Centroid's going to give the announcement for tonight. He's going to be on his channel and what time and everything right now.
Yeah, 7 to 9, I'm going to be going live. I'm trying to touch base with Philly Drone Life. Maybe he'll co-host it with me. It was supposed to be an interview, but he's been through the full-blown interview thing. But I know he brings a lot to a show, his energy and all. So if I can convince him to join me tonight, that'd be great. Otherwise, don't know what the format's going to be, but we're going live no matter what. And at 9 o'clock, we switch over to Canadian Drone Hub, depending on how things go. So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool beans, 4K 30.
4K and 30 frames. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll do 2K 60 frames then, I'm guessing.
2.7K, I think it said. I'll go back and look at it.
And Roger, can I make another shameless plug?
I
It's
got
kind
it.
of already on the screen.
Presenting on the screen right now. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be working with. Hopefully that shows up. Did that show up on the chat there?
March.
Yeah.
Monday there is March 25th. Everybody at 8 p.m. Eastern, just so
Yeah.
you can see it. It's not
Yeah.
showing up. But
It's not showing up real well, but
yeah, no.
But I'm trying to do a live stream with Louis P. Floyd Thursday, March 21st, Saturday, March 23rd at 7 p.m., and Monday, March 25th. I'll be advertising it tonight on the stream. He wants to do a build from beginning to end. We have 3 days slotted in case. Yeah, we're hoping to, here, maybe if I make it a little smaller so people can see it better, because that's the only problem with this. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better.
That's good.
Okay, so yeah, and it should be fun. I'll be moderating chat while he builds and such, and I have to chat with him because we want to make sure that it's nice and neat and organized as per some other people's recommendations.
Mhm.
If Val were here, she'd be happy if I were making that comment. But aside from that, that should be a fun one. So thank you for letting me do that, Roger. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good morning, Russell.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Slide Dad's in the house. Hey, Slide Dad. Good morning.
And Russ too.
Yeah. Yep.
How's it going, Russ?
I've got the co-host sitting over here. You guys can't really see him. I'll tilt my
Oh
screen.
yeah, I see him.
Eating his breakfast.
He's eating. Yeah.
Well, eating his he'll only eat so much breakfast, and then he wants something with sugar in it. So, I gave him some animal crackers because Dad's a pushover and Mom's the one who's the hard nosed. You get what you get.
I had many of those liquid breakfasts.
Yeah. Now, anybody in the chat or on the panel, did you hear recently what they had to do with the animal cracker boxes, or what they chose to do?
Yep.
No.
PETA attacked the animal cracker company.
Yes, PETA strikes again. They had to take the bars off the box so it didn't look like the animals were caged anymore.
Yep. That's exactly right.
What?
Oh my
For animal
God.
crackers. Absolutely.
What the hell is that?
That because
You're
it's
shitting me.
no, it's because poor treatment of animals. They shouldn't be caged. Now I get the whole circus thing and why people don't like it and all, but come on.
Do we
it's a
take our kids to the zoo? Do you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
your kids to the
Yes,
zoo?
I mean,
Like,
it's just-
hello.
Exactly.
Show no bars. Okay, let your kid run up to that cage that's got a tiger in it. We just had somebody go to do a selfie at our zoo up in Phoenix. She got attacked by the jaguar because she went past the barricades.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An idiot.
it's-
Are you kidding me? There's a
Yeah, no.
reason that they're called a wild animal.
Pe-
You know?
PETA is what is that? It's PETA, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
People
they're
for
they're
the
That's them.
treatment of animals.
well, they're a bunch of PITAs as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
You
PETA,
guys know what it stands for, right? It stands
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people eating tasty
People for the
animals.
ethical treatment of animals.
yes, Mel. I knew
Yes.
I liked you.
Bring on the carcass. It's
Roger's
ridiculous.
sitting here going like, "We're going into the no zone. We're going to the no zone. I've got the button right here."
Oh, okay, Roger. I gotta go. I gotta go now, Roger. It's been
Yeah,
nice
what
chatting with you. Time to go. Hey Val, you just missed my announcement for the build that I'm doing at Louis B. Floyd. You'll be happy to know that we're going to work on making sure it's nice and organized and neat.
Did you? Okay, yeah.
Well, I haven't brought that up with Louis yet, but I'll work it in somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
It'll be
Val.
great.
Mark,
Val, I know
Mark?
you're gonna want to see something here. So hold on a
Thank
second.
you, baby. Hi, Colin. How you doing, my love?
Say hi.
How are you doing, my
You wanna
sweet
wave to him?
infant?
Now
Are
wave
you
to him.
getting your own Colin cam?
There you go.
There you got a wave out of him. That's
yeah,
cool.
baby, yeah.
You got to get him to do the scowl.
Yeah.
I know that was
Oh,
cute.
let's see here. I might have to lower my lower thirds here.
Even Roxy gets her own cam. Are you serious? You don't have a Colin cam yet? I don't know what to say, Colin.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm trying to figure out this GoFundMe thing right now.
Okay.
Get a scowl.
I'll-
Get a scowl. All right, Colin.
I'll be right
Here we go.
back.
Get a scowl. Give him a scowl. Go on.
Who's got who trained right
And
now?
look at
That's
that
the funny
beautiful
thing.
face.
Exactly.
He
Oh,
doesn't have a scowl for us. Hey, Starcop.
hey,
Mel. Hey, Mel.
Morning,
hey,
Val.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
Mark, close your eyes for a second.
Okay,
You got 'em
they're
closed?
closed. Yeah, they're closed.
I'm Weenie Weenie. I'm in. How you doing?
uh-oh.
Are we missing Paul?
Is it over? Is it over?
It's over.
It's over.
Thank you.
Whatever it was, like your camera cut out.
Hey, Alpha
Markov,
John.
and
Oh.
Yeah, I've got bad internet, man.
There's
Yeah,
sweet
it-
ju-
it
There's
may have
sweet
been
justice.
the interneting.
yeah, there's
The
sweet
internet
justice
may
in-
have. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Mark.
The internet saved me. Is that
was
what you
gonna
were going to
say.
say, Russ?
Yeah, the camera
Spared
was
me.
doing its own editing.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, I want to say really quick some hellos to people. Fly Dad, how you doing, my darling? Rick Albert is in the house, and yeah, I know these guys. They're such twits. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'll be doing our channel. I'm just saying. Drone Tread on me. Hey, how you doing? Drone Pool, Asgard. That is you, not Bob, Tom, or Larry.
Hey, did we lose
It's
Mel?
calling you.
He's
let's
got
see.
this standby screen going.
No,
I
Mel
know.
decided to take a jump onto the train that Starcop has going, and he's taking a ride.
Yeah. Junk Pick, how you doing?
Okay, Mr. Crowley.
Mason
leg-
Caesar, how you doing? Rulin,
Oh.
my bro. Mr. Crowley in his drone. Oh, don't pull. I think I said your drone 33 times again.
Mr. Crowley, a leg warmer puppet, really?
Oh, man.
What do we go back to the 80s now?
Oh my God. Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, rule number 5, no puppets. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you, Gary.
Hey, Roger, where's Paul today?
Paul has some business to take care of the apartment upstairs of his.
Oh, poor guy.
But he was in for a little while. He was waiting for you, Val.
I tried,
Hey,
but I
Doug,
was sleeping.
Oh,
In my dreams, I was on.
Hey, Rick, I meant to ask you. I joined your live stream earlier and just was chatting a bit. Did Paul ever make it to your live stream?
Yeah, he eventually came in. Yeah,
Okay.
about the last 30 minutes.
Okay, because he
Oh.
said something about having to leave for that last night.
Yeah.
He said he had to get up for your live stream. I want to make sure he made it.
you mentioned his name, and he must have heard you, Mark, because there
Mhm.
is Paul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, Paul.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
Hi, Justin.
I'm tired. How's it going?
Oh, you can't see him,
Hi,
Val,
Val.
but you were waving, and Colin was over here waving back at
I'm
you.
making you.
Hi, Russell.
That's awesome.
What's up, Paul?
I'm okay there, Junk Pick. Yeah, it sounds muffled a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, a little
sound-
bit. It's not like your normal mic is working, it seems like.
Well, it sounds like everybody on here, and maybe it's just with so many people on the panel. I get a lot of interruption myself from everybody talking. One at a time, even. So
There. I took my little saying off so that you can see Colin now.
Oh. Hi, Colin. Hi,
got
my
like-
darling.
He's got like 1.5 crackers. Oh, he's waving at you. He's got like 1.5 crackers.
In his
Stuck
mouth.
in his
Yeah, I
mouth,
see that. He needs little
Yes.
earphones.
Does he like Vegemite?
We'll see. That sounds like a good idea.
Star Top, do not. No teeny babies.
I
Vegemite.
mean, Russ, if you send me your email, I may mail this to you.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
I may have had enough of this at this point.
Yeah, I'll get it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I have it now is for these silly challenges that pop up from time to time.
Well, there's another one coming Monday night on
Oh, is he
Lloyd's
gonna?
show.
He's gonna try my. I didn't mean for that to be a challenge, but I can't wait till he tries it. Is it the chocolate one?
Yes.
Yeah, so
I believe so.
he better have something to drink nearby just to get that taste out.
Is Lloyd going to eat
Gross.
chocolate Vegemite?
I
Yeah.
think
Well,
so.
Yeah, on my stream with Val, I said, you know what? Let's try. People like salt and sweet together, and Vegemite's a little salty. I said, let me try with some chocolate sauce, and bad experiment.
Yeah. Mix in a little Pico Man soy
To say
sauce.
the least. To say the least, your face was priceless the rest
Oh,
of the
yeah.
rest of the show. Looked like you're about pulling a dog. I'd rather lick my butt than taste this.
At first, I couldn't tell if Mark was frozen because it was like,
And
Oh, yeah.
I still have to call, and Val, you're with me on this one. I still have to call Kim out because he said something like it tastes like Yeti butt, and I still want to know how he knows what a Yeti butts taste like.
Yeah. Roger, tell him to come down and explain
Yeti
the-
butt? That does
Yeti
sound
butt.
good.
No, so the fact that he referenced it, I'm wondering how he knows that.
Damn.
Well, it
I
may
mean,
be a
if it smells
may,
like their fart,
may be a memory of an ex-girlfriend. I don't know.
Somebody may have got nicknamed Yeti.
Maybe now, maybe the truth is coming out. Now we know the reference to the Yeti. It's not about the abominable snowman. It's about an ex. Wow.
No, I think it's an actual Yeti. I think Roger
Well, you guys are out in the middle of nowhere there.
took him out to the backfield and dropping him off.
That's what I was saying happened.
Experiences he won't
well,
talk about.
actually, since it came from Kim, that would be, I would imagine, the ultimate fur ball.
Yes.
See, somebody
He
finally
can't get
caught
rid of it. It's
on.
still lodged there. It's still lodged there. Every morning he's trying to get rid of it.
So you're
It's
saying the
stage
fur ball
9 fur ball clinger.
stage 9. So you're saying the fur ball was more from a Yeti than from like a cat or a dog, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, Colin, up your ears, baby. You don't want to hear these nasty men talk.
He doesn't. I have headphones in, so he can't hear anything. He's only seeing you guys.
Yeah, the first words are going to be Yeti butt.
And you kind of wonder.
Oh, we
you
can hear
think,
him.
you think maybe that even if he was able to hear, he wouldn't know what we were talking about, except for like 5 years from now, he'll say, "Hey, Dad, what's Yeti butt mean?"
Yeah.
Has a dream about it, and he's like, "Dad, what is Yeti butt and fur ball?"
And I'll be like, "All right, buddy, I can't go on Canadian Drone Hub anymore. You're gonna get scarred."
Look at that serious look he has on his little face, Colin has.
Right, Mr. Crowley. Once you go Yeti, you never go back.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Mr. Crowley, I knew there was something peculiar about you.
I wonder if Mr. Crowley's ever heard that song, because that's one of the things that he says in that song.
Once you go Yeti, you never go back. Oh Lord.
I'm starting to
all
really.
the Yeti lovers out there, you want to send your hate mail to Roger Martin at what's your address, Roger?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm starting to wonder about Roger's channel now. Because First we have warm it up and shove it in, and then we get Yeti butt and fur balls. You know, I mean, come on.
I'm having second thoughts about how I feel about this community.
Hey, it's like coming in through the side door. He'd rather come through there than the front door.
Yeah, I think you guys are all right. I'm going to have to be here 5 minutes earlier every day now. I mean, that's
Hey, Sidewinder FPV, how you doing?
That's
Well,
right.
good
Roger's
morning.
going to change the title of the show, Canadian Drone Hub, where anything can happen and probably will.
And don't forget about the Yeti. And at the end, don't forget about the Yeti.
And his new set of rules will be rules, ... I tried.
I set the rules. Nobody listened. I kept blasting them out. Now we have nobody. Oh.
Canadian Drone Hub, hashtag Yeti butt.
I'm going to reel
Oh,
this back
man.
into the real world here. My 3D print is looking really good, guys. Just so you know, I checked on it a minute ago.
You're not printing a Yeti butt, are you?
I'll be drunk.
Oh, I almost got a spit take out of that. Damn.
Man, you almost got it right there, buddy. You almost got it.
Almost got a spit take. Damn.
Hey, Dave.
Oh,
I want one of those I want one of those captured, I swear.
Core, how you doing?
Hey, Techcore.
Yeah, I'll be droned. I'll be droned. Let's go. I'm going to say that the 1080 60 frames is better than 1080 30 frames because it's going to give you more depth, especially with YouTube. So it won't be such like a canvas recording. The 60 frames kind of gives a little bit more depth to the video.
yep.
So
And
if you're-
not only that, but you can slow it down
I
without
was gonna
losing
say-
frame rate.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. You can bring it to slow motion without hurting it. Yep.
Nice.
that
And
is
that-
true.
This one does the 2.7 at 30, not 60. So it's 4K at 30, 2.7 at 30. And then when you bump it into 720, it'll go to 120 frames a second.
I got the new one, and it's this one. Let's see. I'm holding it up to my microphone. Instead of
Oh,
the
that's
camera.
is that the 6 or the 7?
Oh, this is the 7 black. Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, see, that's like out of my budget. You know, I buy the $50 knockoffs, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
No, I really want to get that one. I probably should have I should have that camera.
If you guys
Really?
watch,
Yeah,
if you
you
guys
got-
watch my
you
last
got-
video, if you guys watch my last video with I think it's called the Frozen Beauty, or
Yes.
when I'm talking on that one with the GoPro, like I'm sitting there bouncing around, and it is so stable on my face with this stabilization stuff that's on here. It is awesome.
How much does that cost?
Yeah, no, I
Russ?
agree.
How much does that one cost?
I think it was 400.
Woo!
Something like that.
If you have an old GoPro though, like say you have an old broken GoPro, they'll take a trade in as long as it's GoPro Hero 3 or above, and they take $100 off.
Honestly,
So
I
that
haven't-
knocks it down to $299. I mean,
I'm
that's
so-
not bad.
I'm so new to this. I haven't even dabbled in the GoPro field yet, so I don't even own a GoPro. So
Well, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
look at the prices of GoPro, and then I buy something like this Ekin H9R for, you know, $53, and the record time is phenomenal. I set this thing on time lapse every frame every 60 seconds, and after a 3.5 hour print, I still had 50% battery left.
cool.
Nice.
And
So-
That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
do they
My
do they-
GoPros don't last that long.
and do they match up with the accessories that GoPro puts out, Mel? Like
Yeah, it came with this waterproof case. The GoPro will go right in it. I mean, yeah, it's identical.
I mean, I have something
Same
like a GoPro
same
from
size,
my dive.
yeah.
I have something like a GoPro that came from my diving days. It's small and it does record sound. It comes with all that kind of stuff. I have to pull that out and charge up and see how that does. But what is it, 1080p or does it go to 4K?
This one goes to 4K, 4K
Nice.
30.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna show
All
you
right,
guys
come
a
on.
knockoff. This is a knockoff that you shouldn't buy.
Yeah, don't buy the Walmart knockoffs for $29. They're
This
no
one
good.
right here. This
What is
thing.
that one?
It says it films in 1080p, but it only does it at 15 frames a second.
Okay.
Yes, that's the thing. Is they I bought a that ProScan one. That's I'm guessing it's just Emerson or something like that. And that one actually does 30 frames a second. But if I don't clean up the video, I got like little pixel dots all over the screen. Oh yeah, no, it's like the file in it is just horrible, like the recording file. It's just corrupted.
I will say about this thing though, it came with a bunch of accessories for $30 that fit my GoPro that are probably worth the $30 though.
Oh yeah, that's right there is enough right there to make it worth your money. Yep.
Okay.
I got some feedback from somebody, or is that the train?
That's the train.
I
Oh,
looked
okay.
forever.
Oh, it's crickets.
I was
What
looking
the
forever at the same thing, Hadley. I was like, oh my gosh, because Mark and Val were having some feedback from my mic the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's doing it again.
Hey guys, give me a second. They're gonna say hi to everybody. Dave, how you doing? He said just posted a new video. Dave, that's my boss. How you doing? Gary Foster. Tech Core's in the house. How you doing, Tech Core? Hell's Ponds. Cover Drone. Glad to see you here. Don't tread on me. He says I bought a refurb Hero 4 Black for $110. Works like a champ. 4K, 30 frames per second. Cool. I'll be Drone. Slide Dad's in the house. Welcome. Sidewinder, how you doing? FB Junk Pick. Arscard Studios. Mr. Crowley. Everybody, check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got everybody. And check out Dave. Just put a new video in there today. So check them out.
And TechCore said that Hero, Roger, would be like 600 Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Every,
Oh, this one? Yeah. But the thing about this one is you can do 4K 60 frames per second only in wide view.
Oh.
You can't do linear or anything like that. So some of the 4K settings are limited.
Is that the Hero 7?
Yeah, this is the Hero 7 Black. And I'm sure there's going to be some kind of updates and stuff like that later that they'll do, maybe.
Sure.
But right now, it won't do it.
Val, you need to do your whether you're coming or going.
Paul, are you telling me my job?
Yeah.
Don't you be telling me my job.
This is from the control panel now. We've been watching.
I am just saying they took the bars off the animal crackers and they're supposed to be shipping them to you. That's why they took them off. And nothing to do with that.
Here you go, Val. I'll do one for you. Here's one for you, Val. Now you don't have to do your.
Look at that. Look at that.
Boom. And it probably took him 2 seconds to type that out.
Yeah, something
Hey,
like
Paul,
God, I can't wait to have my computer built.
Hey, Paul, we're going to have to up our game because these younger people somehow are snapping us. Oh, Jagger Scott's in the house, 400 AGL.
Hey, the handwritten stuff is still pretty nice. Oh, that's
very
print.
nice.
That's a print. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you for coming.
Who
in.
is it? Nurk FPV. He's the one that gets me every time with his end screen thing. God, he
Yeah.
does a good job.
So really quick, whether you're coming in, going out, or somewhere in between, why don't you go and hit that like? That way, Paul can stop telling me what my damn job is. Just saying.
Thank you. Thank you from the control room. Thank you from the control central.
Okay, Roger, I'm going to have to get off. I got to get some work done around here. I might go live a little bit this afternoon with some sim work, but I'm definitely going to go on at 7 to 9 tonight. So I'm sorry, Val, I got to go.
I was told you were on here till you go live.
What's that?
I thought you were on here till you go live.
Oh, no, I got to get some stuff. I'll go on in a couple hours, just
Roger.
an hour or so.
I'm on here till 1:45 today, so.
Okay, I'll go on at 2. Then I'll take a break and I'll go live at 7. I don't care.
There you go. There you go.
Time. I looked
So,
at. Okay.
So
then.
that's a quarter till 1 Pacific time, right, Roger?
No.
Thank
You
you.
got like
Mark.
5 hours left.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, he's got 4 hours left, 5
Yeah.
hours. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, have fun with that, Roger.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, Centroid's just like, see you later.
Yeah.
Bye,
And
Right. See you
take care.
later, my friend.
And Mel's not here. He put his standby screen. If somebody can mention to him when he gets back
Oh,
on.
there he is.
Oh, there he
Jesus.
is.
Then we got 2 of them.
So I wish Mel, I wish.
Dear Mr.
Oh,
Mark,
Bye, Mark.
Lord.
Bye.
Oh my God.
have a good day.
I hate you all.
That is the best compliment I've had
We
all
love,
morning.
we love you.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well, tell
Hey,
Mel.
Mark,
Yeah.
Jaeger Scott's from Scotland. Does that follow me, Jack?
Oh, I got to put that flag up now too. I'll do that as soon as I get
Oh,
out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot that. I
You're
can't
gonna be
forget
covered
Scotland.
in flags pretty soon.
Well,
Like I said, you won't even
and-
see me anymore.
Val was saying you had to put that one up yesterday.
I know. I can't keep up with it all. I will. I
Write
will.
it down. Write it down. You are a teacher.
Wait, I've got my red pen. Don't worry. I'm writing it down now.
Here we go.
So-
Don't judge us.
Hey,
Don't judge us.
Hey, Val, I'm Greenie Weenie. I'm Teeny's cousin.
oh Lord.
I'm from Alabama.
Hey, Mark, I'm from Iceland, okay?
And we're gonna
Iceland.
watch our watchers go down, you guys. Easy.
Well, like I was trying to say, if you can ask Mel or tell Mel, I wish him the best with his Yeti butt print that he's doing right now. That's all I wanted to say. And now I got to go. The sock puppets have come back. I'm out. Take care, everybody.
Take care, Centroid.
Bye, Mark. Hi,
Oh,
scientist UFO. How you doing?
yeah. He stopped by my channel yesterday.
I have not met him before, so I just picked him up.
Yeah, he's a new guy. Yep. I need to.
He got
I
into
don't know if I subbed his channel or not.
yesterday.
And guys, I turned off the engine sounds. I did not know you were actually hearing them that bad. So they're off.
Oh, they were pretty.
Oh,
They were
it's
pretty
still
loud.
running.
I couldn't hear Roger when
Yeah.
when it was running. Yeah.
I apologize, but I figured as low as that engine's mic's way by me, I didn't think it was picking it up. So thank you for telling me.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad. I just once I figured it out, I grew up next to railroad tracks, so I was like within about a third of a mile of them. So it's soothing to me. It'll put me to sleep if anything.
I couldn't tell if it was a Yeti snoring.
My day's pretty good. Thank you, UFO. Ralph
Clayton,
Moore is in the
scientist
house.
UFO builder. I got you, buddy. He's at 895 subs. So the new guys that you saw there, Northwest Running, he's got 5 more subs to hit 900. Wonder if we can get him to 900 in the chat today.
I've already got them, I'm pretty sure, but I'll double check.
Hey, Ralph's Trucking, what's up, man? Good to see you. I've seen Ralph's Trucking a few times in the last couple days.
Yes.
Ralph's Trucking.
Here we go.
Your name is Tim. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Sorry about that. So, Tim, I dropped a link to your channel. So, if anybody would mind subbing his channel, get him up to 900 today so we can have a little celebration. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We got 32 in the chat. I think we can make it.
Oh, thank God we have the Vegemite. If we're going to have a celebration, it's better than Yeti.
I had to wear a green shirt because of that. You know, I had like this. I don't know. I wanted to wear green today.
Oh my God.
Well, everybody would think Vegemite's green, but it's really almost black. So
it is black.
Yeah. It's got a very, very faint tint of green in there somewhere.
Oh.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to try some. I'm probably gonna throw up from it. Well, here's my question: Does it have does it just have herbs in it, or has it got actual veggies in it?
You want a puppy?
no, it's the bottom of the barrel when they brew beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So whatever they may have put in that mix. I
Yeast
got you.
and brewer's yeast.
Okay, Jagger
grain
Scott. Okay, Jagger Scott. Yeah, good.
Yep. See you later, Dave Scott.
Bye, Jagger
Bye,
Scott.
Jaeger.
All
Take
right,
care,
so,
Jaeger.
so Roger,
Nothing
people
makes
were
better Yeti sauce than having a little bit of Vegemite.
Vegemite on a Yeti? Is that what you're saying there, Val?
That's what Kim told me. I don't know if it's true.
That's probably where they get Vegemite. They just scrape it off the Yeti and.
I'm telling you, it's Vegemite. It's all around that Parm deposits that we keep mining.
Well, I just had this flash now that you said that, Russell, of somebody scraping the Vegemite out of the crack of the Yeti.
No.
Rodney, thank you so much, man.
Do I hear Mel mooing?
I hear cat something. Yay!
No, it's the train.
Is it?
I thought I heard a cow or something.
Car on the train.
Yeah, the train.
That's the cattle car. That I can't shut off.
That's awesome. I love it. No, keep it
That's
going.
actually really cool. Yeah. Yeah, that don't bother me at all. I was just like, I hear him mooing.
Yep, it's the cattle car.
So does that run off the electricity on the track?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Morning,
And
Rodney.
It's supposed to not do it if it's not moving, but if as soon as it starts moving, you can hear their hooves clack around a little bit and they'll move.
That's really, really cool.
There's also a refrigerator car that every once in a while the reefer unit will kick in and go off.
That's all right, Mason. I used to think Vegemite came from like kangaroos. I thought it was a kangaroo sandwich.
I've always thought Vegemite was nothing more than Yeti poop.
Right, Burrito, how you doing?
Val, you know, it could be that lint from the bottom of a kangaroo's pouch.
You know what? You know things that the rest of us don't know. And
that is some belly button lint.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you call permalint. Oh man. So check everybody out, guys. Everybody in the chat, check everybody's channels out.
Yes.
We're here to support each other. That's the goal.
Who was saying
Russ,
my name?
did you see me tell you that they have a torque converter that will get those broken bolts or those rusted bolts off for you?
Yeah, I saw that. I got them off, and we actually had a few of them replaced because they were so rusted. It's like if they're rusted now, they're just going to rust right back onto the wheels. So we got.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So
no, that's a pretty neat little device. I got it a while ago.
Did you?
I got
your studs didn't strip or anything?
I keep it in my truck because they won't change the tire. So.
No, they didn't.
So if you have rusty lugs of any kind, make sure you use what do we put in? Lori. Sorry about that. My mother-in-law's dumping the ice trays right now. Okay, but if you take anti-seize and put it on the inside of the lugs, even if they're rusty, or at least coat the threads in anti-seize, and I would do it to all of them. Especially because it's your lugs, and if the lug nuts are rusting, you could have corrosion and damage in the future to the threads. So if you are handy and you take wheels off like that, I would definitely put some anti-seize on there. And it's not going to affect the torque or anything. Just make sure you torque spec it, whatever the torque rating is for it.
So guys, Hawkeye Station Paranormal's in the house. And Rodney Bell is saying that Colin and he are going flying the drones that the guys sent him. So they're going to be
right.
Today, so
that's awesome.
Really, so I just want to make sure you knew that.
Hey Val, your tail is showing again.
Okay, first of all, quiet.
It does kind of look.
Yeah.
It looks just like it.
Val, put your britches back on, girl.
Yeah, you got it.
That is a bit of a surprise I'm keeping for Roger when I get there. My tail pops out.
Oh man, you guys are killing
Roger, you film that now, Roger. You got to film it and post it.
So Rodney, Colin's name is spelled the same as my Colin, 2 L's.
Yeah, they're picking on me again, Rodney. Yeah.
Here, I'll make it better for you, Val. Hold on a second here. There we go.
Oh,
There's the skunk eye.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
what
went
we
out of my
do.
chair, Dad.
Okay, so we need that for a meme. You have to okay me to use it. These guys.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you. Give me
Oh
this.
God.
Guys, right, my
Did you
face
guys?
going.
Did you guys hear about the new rules that YouTube's about to put in about the if there's any kids in any of the video, they'll take the chat away, comments away?
I
You
heard
guys hear about that?
Yeah,
They're
but
working on
they
it.
have
It's going to
in
be the
so
next
much of
step.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
wait.
if it's a kid's channel or something, there's no comments allowed.
Adley, where did you hear that?
I got a notification from somebody in an email the other day talking about the new rules to pay attention to.
Yep.
Let me see
That's
here so I
because
can get it.
Justin's other gig is he guest stars on the kids channel there locally out in Arizona.
I will tell you,
Yeah.
I think we make changes to the kids channels, but I think you can still have your baby.
Yeah, I'm
actually,
sure.
Val, there's a lot of family channels, like some of the bigger channels. They're doing it to the bigger channels now, and it's kind of working its way down. But there's some of the
Mhm.
channels that Ashley watches, Alex and Phil, or Phil and Alex, or something like that is one of them that she watches, and they have no comments on any of their videos, and it's not like they
Mhm.
disabled them themselves.
No,
So
that's
what they
it's
do is-
because of the weirdos out there. Yeah, they
Yep.
did that to
Yeah.
stop the weird comments. Yeah.
Hadley,
So
have you
maybe-
made that change? Hadley, have you made that change on the Summer and Justin show?
I have not.
Oh,
I
okay.
have not.
Pauline Newman, how you doing? Good
Not yet.
Pauline,
Yeah, Summer's at work, believe it or not. Saturday she goes to work.
Cha-ching.
And she
Yeah,
works
that-
at
it's,
Petco, and my
Drone
No,
oh, I thought she had
Drone
that Petco.
parts.
yeah, the shirt. Yeah, she used to work for Petco. That's where she got her grooming certification from. She works for a private groomer now, so she makes
okay.
more money than she did when she was at Petco. Petco, they have like this sliding scale kind of thing, and it's by what you produce. And what they were supposedly paying her, and what they said that their percentage was, they were ripping her off every month. It was over $1,000 they weren't paying her.
Wow.
So she got about 6 months ago. She got a settlement check from them for like $12,000 or something because somebody had been suing Petco. Like it was a nationwide thing where they had sued because they weren't paying them what they were supposed to.
Okay.
And everybody got a check, and Summer was a part of it. Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh. Well, fortunately, it was made right, I guess, by
Yeah, she quit working for him because of it. She's like, I'm just gonna go work somewhere else where they're gonna pay me what I'm supposed to get paid. Because when you sit down and do the math, so whatever your sales are, they're supposed to pay you 55% there at Petco, and your hourly wage. They wouldn't give her maybe 10%, 20% of those sales and her hourly wage. And like if it was just 55% without hourly wage, it would have been 3 times as much as she was still getting. So they were not doing any of their employees right, and she wasn't the only one, And I'm sure there's employees that still work for them that didn't get in on the lawsuit, and they should have, because they can't get rid of you because they chose to not pay you correctly. That's why the
Hopefully
labor
they-
board's around.
Okay,
hopefully
Ryan.
they change the process in which they pay people.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a serious situation there.
Take care, Rodney. Have a good day. And Palladium's
Rodney,
right.
take
We
care.
have to protect the kids from the weirdos. It's
Yes.
just too bad that once we find out there's a weirdo, we can't just give them lead poisoning.
Take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The census in the world doesn't make any sense to me. For a person that's strange to harm a child, so they have problems their entire life, and it's inhumane to take them out. I don't understand why it's inhumane. It's more inhumane for somebody to grow up with trauma. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just saying.
But no, my daughter, by the way, Hadley, when you were on with Val,
Oh God. Oh no.
my daughter was watching part of that. And, she was like, "Oh, she works at Petco." Like because she saw the thing or whatever.
The
and-
Petco shirt, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, maybe that's her dream job, by the way, because your dream job.
Oh, really?
There's no
Yeah.
money involved or understand.
Mm-mm.
It's like
Yeah.
she wants to work at Petco, and she only wants to work in the snake and reptile area. Which I was like, you gotta
Yeah.
expand what you do
Yep.
a little bit.
That's like
But-
their lowest. That's their lowest paid position there. I remember this guy Winkleman worked there, and he's like, "Man, I got to go work for a private like Hawaiian Tropics or something like that here," and because they paid more. He was a manager or something. He'd been there like 8 years or something, and he was getting 50 cents over minimum wage.
Oh.
Yeah. That's. I'm not trying to knock on Petco. I know the groomers are getting paid well now. So if somebody wanted to go be a groomer for Petco, they do make good money. Like Summer's friend that still works for Petco. Last year she made over $85,000 for the year in U.S. money. So that's pretty good money working cutting dog hair. If you ask me, that's as much as I made as a mechanic.
Dang.
Is my
Yeah,
son? Are you
that's
guys hearing my son trying to talk over
Mhm.
Hadley?
Oh yeah. He's all, no, I don't want to hear him. Where's your wife?
Well, we all say that, but or
Right.
think it. We just don't. We just don't want to say it. I
That's messed up. That's messed up, man.
Hey, Russell. Russell, I thought your daughter had a future in cutting dad's hairs.
Yeah. No, maybe not again. I think I'm going to let it grow out now.
Oh, I'm thinking you're due for her to give you another trim on live.
Oh.
Oh, look, he's happy now.
Yeah, he's happy. He
It's a
wanted
good
to
wave.
Button.
We could start a GoFundMe. Pay her to cut his hair.
There he goes.
Yeah, let him cut my hair? I don't think so.
No, her cut your hair.
Oh, okay.
What a cutie.
Yeah. Let her cut your hair.
Yeah.
You got a full head of hair. What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah,
It
what you
grows
got to
back.
lose?
Yeah, he's not like me over here. Like I got 3 hairs up there. Easy. I'm like Homer Simpson with the hair.
It's
I
when
got 3.
doing the straight razor, make sure she gets it close. We're
Well,
gonna have to start worrying.
You got to take off that goopy looking hat and let the sunshine get to it, son.
Don't even sorry. That hat's nice, Hadley. I like it.
It is a very nice hat. Eric gave me
Hey,
this from ethics.
hey,
Come on now.
Hey, Justin, you got to consider that Mel and Lloyd are like this, so it's like they're
I
going to give you
know. I know. They've got to.
It's like-
It's that.
It's like
It's all
following
good
the
fun.
top of it. Close. Right.
Yeah. Teeny, come on over here. Mel wants to see you. Teeny.
No.
No.
Roger says no. Godfather says no, Paul.
Roger's got his finger on the eject button.
Yeah.
He does. Look at that. It's all cocked and ready to go.
Roger's like, that thing chased me in my dreams the last 3 nights. It's not happening again.
Yeah, that's it. I probably sleeping like a bugger last night.
You couldn't sleep either, huh?
Oh, the winds were so bad here last night. You wouldn't believe it. Got the house.
Yeah, by the time I got to the room, everything was snoring. My dogs, my wife. I tried to go. I don't know if that was the reason I couldn't go to sleep or if I was just, it was an emotional day for me yesterday, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I slept 4 hours in my night tonight, last night, it was good. That's how the wind was here last night. I almost went on
So
live this morning.
So anybody that doesn't know, we made the goal yesterday with the GoFundMe for my 107. Anybody in the chat, and
Right
anyone
on.
that donated, yeah, we went way past it. We went way past it to $529. They were in a bidding war trying to kill Winky.
Oh,
And Paul didn't let Winky die.
No, and the best part of it was that Mark has this thing about odd numbers. So every time somebody would bid an odd or donate an odd number, Mark would grumble, and next thing you know, it's up to an even number again. Then somebody else would donate a non-number. Mark would be, oh man, and he'd go back and make it up again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was a very awesome day yesterday, guys. Thank you so much.
My friend.
Everybody hit the like button. Hit that like button.
I wonder if I have yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm so bad at it.
That reminds me.
We got 3 thumbs downs.
There we go.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Somebody made a couple more accounts.
Hey, Justin, I hit that account so many times yesterday. I had 3 emails this morning from my credit card company saying, did you really do this? Yes.
I know. I was looking at it. I was like, Paul, you donated, what, 85? And then any secret funds that you did, too.
Yeah.
Thank you. My
That's
goodness.
'cause I want to see you get your 107.
I will get it. I will get it. It says 2 to 5 days for the funds to go into the account. And I processed it this morning. So 2 to 5 days. If I'm not coming on, I'm studying.
What course are you going to go through?
The Remote Pilot 101.
Yeah.
I use. Very good.
Yeah, it's a good deal too. I mean,
now remember to use that code that you can get 30% off.
I will. Oh yeah.
So now what we need is
it takes it down 30%. Yep.
For Hadley to put up his camera and do a live feed of him studying every day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and this is what it'll look like.
I know him staring at me, staring at a computer, watching a video, no audio of any kind.
I want to watch him learn his METAR codes.
Oh yeah, those are the
best. God, yeah, that's gonna be the.
Hey, I'll give you an easy one to remember that they never taught me, and my students taught me a couple months ago. BR. If you see BR, it's baby rain, which means mist.
Yeah.
Okay. Baby rain.
Guys, I've got to bow out. I promised to go grocery shopping.
Teeny weeny.
Hey,
see you later,
take
big
care.
guy.
And
Okay.
and you want to hear something? You want to hear something really interesting? Since I got my 107 almost a year ago, I've not read a single METAR since.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Imagine that.
That's amazing.
Imagine that.
My
Yeah.
METAR consists of go out on the front porch, sunny, clear, no wind. Yep, I can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I bet you haven't figured out a single lat long off of a chart either.
Oh, well, no, I have done that because when I went to
just do it off my
California,
GPS.
no, when I went to California, I opened up the charts and was studying the Oceanside Harbor at Oceanside, California, because Camp Pendleton Marine Corps Base backs up Oceanside Harbor, and I wanted to make sure I could fly there.
Yeah,
I
don't
checked
mess
it.
with that base.
I studied everything, and everything said I could fly there. And then I took screenshots of all my studies and research, and I sent them to Jason Chappert over at Remote Pilot 101, and he confirmed. He said, "Yep, you are absolutely legal."
Okay. Good way to go.
See you later, guys. Have a good day. God bless. See you later.
Bye.
Take care, Rick. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Buy something for me.
No kidding, right?
Oh, Lily.
So Mel, when are you gonna be starting to go back on the road?
Well, here's the thing, Roger. I sent all my paperwork in on a Friday morning, hoping to be at the company's office on Tuesday morning because they have a day and a half orientation you got to go through. So after I emailed the stuff, all my documents, all the lease, everything, I called the guy just to make sure that he got everything. He goes, "Yep, I got it." I said, "So I can you can get this all wrapped up and I'll be able to go to the orientation on Tuesday, right?" He says, "No, if you'd have sent it in Thursday morning, or by Thursday noon, I probably could have got you done."
Oh, shit.
I said, "Okay." So I figured I'd be going to this coming Tuesday's orientation. Haven't heard from him all week.
Oh.
Friday, I sent him an email, said, "Well, are we good to go?" He goes, "No, you're not going to make it this week. It takes a couple weeks to get you in." And I'm like, "Dude, A week ago, you told me it takes a couple days. Now you're telling me it's a couple weeks. You know,
that doesn't sound very promising. And is this a new company?
Well, it's a new company to me. It's a company that's been around a long time, though.
Yeah.
So where are you going to be
yeah.
driving to, Mel? Are you going to be driving
anywhere I
You
want?
doing long haul
Yeah.
or local?
Basically long haul with my pickup truck pulling brand new RVs from the factory out to the dealerships.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You might be coming out here because we have 2 huge ones out here, Mel. We have
Oh yeah.
Blue Dog RV
they're
and,
everywhere.
Do you still have Marathon? Is Marathon still there in Oregon?
No, I'm actually in northern Idaho. So,
Okay.
Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, we have R&R RV. They're massive. Like I think they have 10 or 12 buildings. They have like 48 service bays, and they usually have about between 700 and 1,200 trailers on their.
Wow. They're just pumping them out. They're
Oh,
just pumping 'em out.
inventory. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I used to polish aluminum for Marathon Coach up in Oregon when I was a kid. That was like one of my first jobs, polishing aluminum.
Don't pour that.
It's a dirty job, man.
Yeah. Now they make
anything polish is disgusting, you know, to get it there.
Now you don't have to do the rims anymore. Now they've got rims with a coating on them that stay polished. So all you got to get done is like on my truck, all I had to get done was my fuel tanks and the aluminum diamond plate on my steps and the stainless and stuff like that.
Oh,
and then they coat it. Yeah. Yeah. Roxy is snoring away.
There's the heart and soul of the Canadian Drone Hub right there.
She was giving us side eye there for a little bit. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, Roxy.
She is just relaxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how you do that, Roger. Of course, I only have, well, I actually have a camera, but are you using your other Logitech?
Well, I got my Logitech. I'm not it's hooked up on the back of the computer with the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, all you need is multiple webcams, Val, and then when you go into on the Google Hangouts window, the settings, just go there and it gives you the option to check to select whichever webcam you want to use. Like right there, I can switch to webcam number 2, and you see my table with my empty cigarette pack and my caliper laying on it. But and it's a card table and it's covered with green cloth because when I do my live streams, I've got that chroma keyed out and it's actually sitting on my left. But in my stream, I've got this positioned so that these drones look like they're sitting on top of the mantle in my fireplace in my live set.
I saw those on your mantle.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's where they're actually at, is on a card table covered with a green cloth.
Oh man, I gotta turn this heater off. My house is killing me right now. It's hot.
Stop being a
Still
mess.
76. Still set at 76 degrees. My God.
I couldn't.
76. Oof, I got mine set at 69, and it's
Yeah. Oh yeah. This living in the desert thing. You try to keep your acclimation at least somewhat high, because when the heat comes and you go walking outside, you don't.
That's right.
You don't want to pass out from walking into 100-degree temp. You know.
Really quick, guys. UFO Builder, their Logitech is fairly reasonable, and I think mine is the 922 or something like that. I think Roger has a 930, don't you, Roger?
930.
Yeah, and so really, once you get up to like the $45 Logitechs, they're all pretty decent.
The 930 even got a wider angle.
I'm going to be right back, guys. Somebody needs a diaper change, I think.
Okay.
You think it's the
Hey, Russell, that's a long distance to go to Furball.
I heard that, Paul.
Yeah. So guys, if some Canadian geese. Hey, Roger, can Mason post a link?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and get one, because at some point you're going to want to come on live. You don't want to come on the panel, say hi to everybody. So you know, go get one. Yeah. Hey, liver guns.
Hello. Hi, dog. How you doing, doggy? What do you want me? You crazy dog. Just you crazy.
Hey.
Hey. What you want? You want to play fetch? Oh, my dog wants to play frisbee. Bring it here.
Paul, how's everything going?
I don't have one. You got to bring me one. Give me the toy.
How's everything going for you after your ordeal with the upstairs?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I was just up there today. I got a call from the family, said that somebody in the family thought there was somebody in that apartment last night, and it faces away, and I didn't hear anything, so I had to go up and check, and they wanted me to scoop an expensive Xbox out of there just in case, and I did that, and because they're not sure who's got keys to it, so.
Oh,
that's sad. That whole thing is that's such a messed up situation.
Yeah.
So can you call a locksmith over and get all the locks?
Yeah, but what I kind of hinted, the guy's funeral is coming this coming Tuesday, so I've been kind of dancing around that. But I kind of called and said, is there a timetable or a plan for getting that stuff out of there? Because I'd like to rent it again. And I said, you know, I didn't want to be insensitive, but you know, life goes on. And they said, yeah, we should have everything out of there by the end of the month, because that's the rent's paid to the end of the month. So,
oh yeah.
But I have, you know, there's damage up there and all kinds of things I got to do to it. So,
sorry, Paul. That's just a bad situation all the way around, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just you never know what you're going to get when you rent to somebody. I've had really good renters up there, and this time it turned out to be he wasn't who he thought he was, and he was running with a bunch of drug buddies, and
yeah,
he put on a good show when you met him. Yeah.
Well, you know, the problem is I live small town. You know, the town is about 29,000, and the area is only 100,000, and most everybody's been here a long time, and so I kind of function under this. Tell me who you know. Tell me who your family is, and where you work, and you know, that's kind of who I think you are. Well, it turned out he didn't tell me all the truth, because he's been in and out of rehab, and his ex-girlfriend told me he put her down as a reference, but I didn't call her because I knew who she was, and she told me that she had to kick him out because all his drug buddies kept coming and showing up all hours of the day or night at her house. So, and it was just sad, you know, the fact that he hung himself up there, you know.
Yeah, that from what you told me, it sounds suspicious too.
Yeah.
Very suspicious. Somebody there with him, and he was able to hang himself.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't know about all that.
So
did he come into some money or something? You know,
we'll never know.
Okay, are you crazy? I want you to know that they had a really great chair at Costco last night. Had I had the money, I would have bought it. It was $179. And sat in it. It was beautiful, beautiful. Leather, cushy, nice. You should go look at Costco too.
Yeah.
I will.
I got mine at Staples. You know,
yeah, it's a lot like Rogers, but the arms come up. If you want to come up, it does like a bunch of stuff. But Lily,
you know what? You know what? I think I saw that. I think I saw those chairs when I was at Costco the other day.
Oh, they're nice. I sat in when I thought, you will be mine one day. You
should see my chair that I'm sitting in. This thing's horrible. This is like the worst chair ever. The padding's worn out, or it's paper thin. Here, I'll just get up and show you guys. It's a junk, like $15 Walmart chair that I've had for a long time.
Oh yeah, no padding. Yeah.
No padding, no nothing. Yep. You know.
So I got a better one. that I
That's
use.
just a secretary's chair. That's
So here we go. I want you to see mine. Mine
Okay.
is
Yep.
a very old school chair that was black, and I painted all the chairs different colors because it was with
Yep.
the table. And my daughter took my pink one, said she needed it for her vanity, which is the one she took out of my house.
Well, that's easy. That's easier. That's easier for you, Val, to put your tail between the slats out back there.
Yeah.
and on the green screen we could make the chair disappear and make it look like she's floating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't talk about my tail.
Morning, Roosevelt.
Hey, Roosevelt, how you doing?
Paul, how much is that apartment rent for upstairs?
$850, and it includes everything, including internet and cable and everything else, and all the utilities.
Are you
And what would it rent to me for?
Yes.
825.
1050.
That's
He's
a
like,
really,
oh, he's all, well, it depends on if you're a smoker or not. Because I know that really affects if you can rent something after somebody
Yeah,
smokes in it or not. Yeah.
Here's it's gotten to be a lot of places you're not allowed renting if you're a smoker, or you smoke outdoors.
Yeah, same thing in California.
Go check on you, see if you're
Yeah.
smoking in the house.
Yep. Yep. They do random drop-bys. Yep. And it's hard to hide that you've been smoking in the house. Say you smoked the day before a cigarette in the house, it'll
Yeah.
smell like it the next day.
Yeah.
Even if you air the house out, you know, you can try having all the windows open. They'll know, especially a non-smoker.
That's my rent. Hey, Paul, that's my rent here for the house, $850 a month.
Yeah.
House and the property and everything. That's why I'm glad I don't live in apartments.
oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
have to be
and-
good
and
and
the
I
thing-
won't get thrown out.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, Roger, it's an upstairs apartment, so it's not something for somebody, you know, a little older, because you got to climb the stairs to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Country Girl Paranormal. Welcome, Luke. Cornelison. Is that?
Country Girl Paranormal, how you doing?
I probably murdered your last name. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey, I'm not the only one. I do so bad.
Yeah, some names are very hard to pronounce on some of these channels.
On my last live stream, this one woman that I met about a week or so before came on my live stream, and her name is Kiwi, but I pronounced it Kiwi, and she was laughing at me a bit.
But it's probably spelled kiwi, isn't it?
No, it's KYWII. So yeah, I just took a shot. I was like, hey, I know what kiwi sounds like. Yeah. So it's Kiwi.
Yeah.
She told me later it was Kiwi.
That's an
I was
odd
like,
name.
okay.
Yeah.
So, Roger, I'm going to have to say goodbye. I have to go to work today.
Val.
Take care, Val.
So,
We will.
hopefully I'll get off in time. I'm pretty sure I won't get off in time for Centroid's show because
Well-
I'm in elder care, and so it makes it where, right? So it makes it a little more difficult for me to be on an actual live stream. But hopefully I'll get home in time for yours, Roger.
Well, Val, you what are the boys going to do? You're our favorite pinata.
Apparently, Kim has lately.
Oh, hey, you know what? I don't have a sock like Paul does, Val, but bye-bye, Val!
Oh, God. Oh, no. No rest. Oh, my God.
No, okay, I won't do that
You
again.
guys are so bad.
I felt weird doing it. You know, it's one of those things where I don't want to do this,
I
I don't want
know.
to do this, but I'm committed.
Got my evidence. Got evidence today.
Bye, Val. Bye, Val. I'm going to have an espresso just for you. Bye, Val.
I am so
This guy.
Bye.
Speaking of
We love you,
espresso,
Val.
I think I'm gonna run down to the little store here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go grab me my Red Bull. I'll be back in a few minutes. It's about 5 minutes away or so, walking.
No problem.
So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
We'll be here.
Louis Boyd, I will be on tonight at 9 p.m. after Centroid's live stream. Oh,
Gotta love Val. Gotta love Val, Roger. Gotta love Val.
We went from like 7 people 5 minutes ago until I'm sorry, Roger. It must have been the box. It was me. You know, it cleared up very quickly after that. I mean, Hadley had to make up an excuse about getting a Red Bull, and really, he's probably like, "Yeah, Summer, never again."
I don't know. Did you want to come on now, Lewis? I should say, Lewis B. Floyd, instead of tonight, or you want to come on only tonight, 9 p.m. I'll just pretend not to have seen that side. There you go. Rodney Bell. Hi, Roger. Did you just invite me on the stream? I don't know. Did I send you an email, Rodney? I sent out so many emails this morning, I can't remember.
Check the date. That'll tell you.
Hey, are my little rotors moving on my helicopter thing or my thing? What do you call it?
Your what thing? Your what thing? What are you trying to tell us, Russell?
my avatar on my title, are the little rotors moving for you guys when I'm talking?
No, I don't see any. I don't see anything spinning up above the belt or below the belt. I don't know what.
No, I'm talking like on my lower thirds title thing, like in my actual emblem. The rotors are spinning.
I don't see anything spinning anywhere. But
okay, well, I've been trying to get that to work for a while, and it hasn't. I don't know what it is, but something's not taken.
Wait a minute, I'll see there. Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta see there. Where are you? Oh.
They're really small.
Yeah, this one's moving. Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, see, mine is framed it such that I don't see your full across the bottom. I see half of the of your droning about northwest emblem, and then it just enough to see the name, and that's all I can see on my screen.
Hey, Elmo, Asgard, Furtball Kim's in the house, Drone Shots, Phantom Flight 101, Manic Magic. Yeah, we're all seeing him spin. Yeah.
Cool. I finally got him working.
Yeah.
Does anybody else use the YouTube Studio Beta?
No. Not me.
We're getting the weather you got yesterday, Paul.
What's that?
We're getting the weather you got yesterday. We got high winds this morning.
High winds and yeah.
And the rain all night, and then now it's turned into snow and wind.
Oh boy, Russell, I don't know anything about the beta from.
Yeah, I think everybody has the same feeling about it because I keep trying to go to it and trying to make it work because I know they're going to eventually. That's all we're going to have, but it lacks information.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at mine right now, and I have one box that shows my last video, one box that shows like some very abbreviated channel analytics, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes that are advertising their own videos that they make to help you. Like, how is that helping me?
Yeah.
By taking up my whole screen with saying we can help you go green versus yellow monetization, and I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I would like more of my stuff on there, and maybe like one little box of theirs saying, "Hey, this could help you."
I get that pop up, and I just keep exiting out of it. I don't.
Because there's some parts about it that are really nice. Some of the analytics are much different than what you can get in the regular, and you can actually see things that you aren't able to see in the regular one. But gosh, it is just the whole how it works and stuff doesn't.
Right. Hey, Roger, how much wind are you getting over there right now?
About 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When it went through here, we had about 30 mile an hour wind for the next day, but originally it was 65 miles an hour and headed your way.
Yeah, we had that before. Yeah, and the house almost moved. It was really strong. See, right now it's saying we got right now it's doing 20 Fahrenheit here.
Yep, cold.
-7 Celsius. For the people it's in the Celsius. There we go. Yep. Josh Westbar, good morning, good morning. Drone shots. How do you say that name? My French is not, my English is bugged up with my French. Scientist UFO. What's the first name? P-L.
Oh.
Hi.
Playden? It's Playden, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Roger, I wasn't trying to invite myself in, buddy. It just Hangouts pops up sometimes and says I've got an incoming call, and since your name was at the top of the list, I just assumed it was you.
We got you, Rodney. We got you.
Hey, Rodney, whatever works. You know what I mean?
Hey, it works for me.
Yeah.
But seriously,
drone pool shirt on. I got Baduga shirt on. So
there you go.
Yeah, I was noticing that earlier.
Yeah, Baduga sent me that. So
I think the only thing I have is a Ken Heron hat. I don't even know where that is. And it doesn't fit my head. Like, you guys should see this thing on my head. It like barely comes here. It looks like some. Oh, hey, there it is. Hold on a second.
what? Yeah. A little small.
This thing I don't think fits me very well.
It does. It looks okay with the headphones, but when you take it off, it looks like a bandy rooster. You know.
You may need to update your connection. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Oh, somebody's Alexa.
Well, the Alexa that's on.
Kim. Hello, Mason.
Yeah, Alexa.
You may
Okay.
need to update your connection. Take a look at
Alexa, why does Paul have a sock puppet?
The one I have on the desk, because of all the internet problems I had before, it hasn't been working, but the ones all around the house are working fine.
Okay. Brent Nunley, how you doing? Fly natural, fly natural. Good day, good day.
Hey, Fly Natural. So let me show you guys what I've been working on.
Okay.
Oh, a Hubson.
Yeah, this is the drone that oh, he's gonna be mad at me. Rick sent me.
Hey,
Rick
Jim.
Albert.
Oh yeah. I have the same one. This is like one of my first GPS drone. I think this was my first GPS drone actually.
Okay. Did you have a problem getting the screws into the propeller? So
half of them go one way and half of them go the other, and they strip easy. So you gotta be really careful. Did you strip them? Hey, you want to know what I found works?
What's that?
Super glue.
Super glue.
It makes it harder to get them back off again, but super glue, because what you're gluing them into or screwing them into is all one piece that's got to spin at the same speed anyways. So what I did is I just got the screws kind of like half started in there, super glue. Now, getting them out, if you ever need to change a prop, and that's why I keep the prop guards on this thing forever, because if these screws break, I'm also, I guess, the same word, screwed.
Bobs and Hobbs, 101. Good morning.
But yeah, let's
hey
see
Mel,
here.
how you doing?
Rodney, I have
morning.
Actually, I have 0 of the screws in. It's all just super glued in. I don't know if you can see. There's no screw in there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and it flies perfectly. It flies well. I mean, perfectly. I've beat this thing up a lot, but it flies well enough.
Well, I was kind of hoping to get this thing together before Colin and I went out flying, but I'm not sure that I think it's got too many more moving parts than what's my brain's capable of.
You have any Loctite or something like that? You put on the blue one?
No, unfortunately I don't. Not here anyway. I do at work.
Okay.
Duct tape?
Yeah.
But I might be able to come up with some duct tape, but
I don't know how well that'll work.
I don't think it'll work very well. I'll get it figured out. I mean,
Morning, Jim Crennan. You know what you
We're
can do,
not,
Rodney? You're talking about threads to hold the props on, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Put one wrap of plumbing thread tape on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would work too.
Yep. That'll take care of it. Back to my oatmeal.
Charpo tape. That's what the night train's saying. Fixes all drones here. Jim Crennan, nice to see you here this morning.
Yeah, hey Jim, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll bring it back, okay?
Sounds good. So, Jim, do you still have snow on the ground there? Because Jim had he got 4 or 5 inches of snow, I think, or something like that in Arizona. I'm not sure exactly where in Arizona he lives, but
You guys are all making me hungry. I gotta go get something to eat. I'll be right back.
He's in the
hey,
Tucson area.
Paul, before you go, I've got I might have a slobbered on animal cracker over here really quick. I can just throw it through the screen to you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Aren't you sweet, Russell?
You're welcome. Yeah. Anytime.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
But is it caged or free range? See, there's a difference now.
You know, I think it's free reign, which why don't they make the PETA people go over there and open up the cages for him and see what happens? I should go get that box. I think they changed it, and I never even noticed. I had no clue, but I think the cage is gone. It's just a whole bunch of like free. In fact, I know it is because there's animals sitting outside of the train car now or whatever.
Yep.
They all. They had smiles on their face.
Go look at Lloyd Mendenhall's channel. He did a video about a month ago about that.
I remember that one. Yes, I do. I remember
that
him doing
video. Well, I'm going to go get them really quick. I'll be right back.
Well, looks like everybody's gone, Mel. Just you and me.
How you doing, Rodney?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Better than I deserve.
Ain't that the truth for both of us?
Yep.
So if you don't mind me asking you, you were going to be hauling RVs. Did I hear that correctly before?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, I think.
Well, that ought to be cool. I guess. You just can't.
I sold my big truck in November and retired from over the road trucking. Went full time into drone with my 107. The only trouble is I'm not able to keep the lights on, so I need to build the business more. And in the meantime, I need a little bit of revenue income. And I mean, I could start a GoFundMe and all y'all could throw $10 into it, but that ain't going to pay the light bill. You know what I mean?
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
I just got to do what I got to do here.
Hey, so Mel,
I'm with you.
Mel, I have caged animals here. I got one of the ones that's...
Oh man, you know what? You need to save that box, dude. Oh, you drew it. Never mind.
But no, it's perfectly symmetric and put on by a machine.
Man, just you had me fooled there almost.
Yes.
Good morning, Interactive.
What's up, Nay? And Mason, how are you doing? 16 inches of snow? Oh my gosh.
Hey Nate, how you doing?
I guess
Yeah,
when you
for
started that
Tucson,
video,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I guess you only had like 4 or 5 inches or something when I saw at the beginning of the video. And well, no, I watched the whole thing because there was only like a minute 39 left, so it must have just been at the beginning of the storm then.
Sure glad we got, all them folks, I'm going to say folks instead of lunatics, talking about global warming when someplace like Tucson, Arizona gets 16 inches of snow.
Well, Mel, that's all due to global warming. Global warming.
Yes.
Oh, is that what causes more snow? Is global warming?
That's what they'll tell you.
Oh.
Yes.
Personally, I just think we're entering a new ice age. I think it's going to get a lot colder.
You know what I think? I think that it's because the flat Earth is spinning at a certain speed.
Wow.
And the dome, like the weather is like bouncing off the dome. Somebody must have put like a hole in the dome, and so
no, you know what else? Part of the problem is since PETA let all the animal crackers out of the cages, they're all gathering in one spot, and it's making things off balance.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Oh, that's what's left of my hat from Aerial Views and Histories channel. Yeah, thanks.
We're back.
I'll be right back.
Who took off? Oh man, it's just you and I, Rodney.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's bring this party down.
You were off throwing cages on your animal crackers.
Yeah. Well, look, see, they're free on this side though.
Oh, I see. They're free on one side and caged up on the other. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least they're free somewhere.
5G. Don't do that. 5G will kill you. Yeah. And you know what? The 5G service that they're going to roll out with cell phones, it's going to, so tell me how this works and makes it better for everybody. It's going to use your own modem and routers to give you 5G service. But or I should say routers, not modems, because modems don't give you. But if a router is in range of me and it's able to give me 5G service from my service provider, why wouldn't I just use my Wi-Fi? Like, if I'm in range of it, why wouldn't I just use my Wi-Fi? But I don't understand the 5G thing. And those towers, the 5G service is supposed to work less than half a mile from the towers. So, like, you got to be directly under one of these things and, like, hearing it buzz with the electricity to be able to get 5G service from the tower.
Yeah, my cable modem here, it got 5G, but I don't understand all that stuff. As long as I can get the internet and text and make phone calls, I'm just as happy as the way it is. So.
Yeah, what the 5G service is, Rodney, and what they're telling you with your modem is that modem will then put 5G service into your Wi-Fi router, and so you will broadcast 5G in a certain space around your house. But the thing is other people are going to be able to use that 5G service, so it's going to be come through. And this is what I was told by the cable person. They may be completely wrong, because just because they work in customer service doesn't mean they know everything.
Yeah. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. I got to go do something.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, Mel.
No problem. Random colored lines. Yeah. So what it is they're gonna. So what your cable company is going to do is they're going to send your regular cable internet feed through, and then they also will have another 5G service provider feed coming through your router for Verizon or AT&T or whoever it is, that will actually make your Wi-Fi a hotspot for 5G service for anybody, which doesn't, I don't know how much I like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that either. I mean, as long as they can't get into and access my computer, I guess it's okay, but I'm very skeptical.
Yeah, I don't know. I told them when they're like, well, this new modem will be a 5G modem and it'll help you broadcast 5G signals. I was like, 5G signals for just me? They're like, well, no, for anybody around your house. I was like, why is that an upgrade?
Drone Shot says that if you have 5 gig router or cable modem, you should shut it off at night.
Yeah, probably. You know who probably knows a lot about this is Nay. He knows, like, the dude's got some kind of brain cells that I don't.
Ricky Dove is on 5G.
Yeah, Ricky is. Oh, nice.
We're far away from that here. That's, believe me.
Yeah, it's like a microwave. Yeah, see, that's what I wonder about is, radio signals and stuff. Those are some strong radio signals. I mean, they work, I think they're in the 11 to 20 something gigahertz range, the 5G signals, which is, I mean, our drones work by 5.8 for the video feed, 2.4 usually for your transmission feed. Imagine something 4 times what our radio signals send as far as our video transmission coming in. It's just that's a lot of waves hitting you at one time.
I'll just be glad to get the optical wiring in here.
Yeah.
Fiber optic, yeah.
Oh, are you getting fiber optics soon, Roger?
They said probably in June.
Nice.
So once the ditches are cleared out and all that, they're going to lay the cables down on the poles.
Nice.
I'm back. I made it back.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, Hadley, that might have been a few more than 5 minutes. I don't know.
I know it was 5 minutes down there. Probably a 10-minute chat with somebody that I ran into at the store, and then 5-minute walk back. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I tend to be a little popular in my neighborhood sometimes.
Nice.
It's fun. People always have questions about drones, and I always have an answer.
That's good. That's good.
Yep. Well, the community's so small where I live. There's about, 1,000 houses right here, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. And, there's not a whole lot of entertainment other than the kids' sports things going on at the park and at the school, and then there's a few of us that fly drones here, so.
Okay. The gigahertz is speed, not signal strength. Worry about the output of the transmitter in watts.
Yeah, that's probably true. I know it. Yeah, it's the speed of, gigahertz is how many wavelengths crest per second, I think. Is that what it is? It's how many wavelengths crest in a meter's space. That's what it is. So in, a 3-foot space or whatever, 20 something gigahertz transmission has 21, billion wave crests in that 1 meter space.
Yep. 1 cycle per second.
Oh, is it 1 cycle per second? Okay. I thought it was per meter, but that's a lot of stuff cresting it. And if it's low power, if you have the same amount of power, a 5.8 gigahertz transmission and a 20-something gigahertz transmission, that 20-something gigahertz transmission will be stronger because not only does it have the power, but it's also got the oscillation of the waves behind it. I don't remember a lot from my physics and all that stuff, but I remember some of it.
Yeah, Tim says, Hadley, is that Red Bull that you're drinking?
Oh, yeah. I did give him the thumbs up. I don't know if he saw it in the bottom. Yeah, the wavelength stuff and like transmission and stuff, the 5G, so you are right, your bandwidth on 5G or the 20,000 hertz or whatever, or 20,000 gigahertz or whatever it is, or 20 gigahertz, it's going to be a bigger bandwidth, but the distance that it's going to transmit is going to be much shorter, and it's going to take more power to transmit the same distance as something that is like 5.8. It takes less power to transmit the same length, but it doesn't have the bandwidth.
Yeah.
So, and that's what everybody is complaining about. It's 4K. The problem is 4K because the files are so large. They need the bandwidth, and that's what they're wanting to do. I jumped into this, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
Text says, so my flux capacitor will work. There you go.
I know, right?
How do you get hold of a flux capacitor?
I know. How'd he get a hold of a real one? Is the question.
Yeah, Claude. How'd you get hold of that?
I've used Flux before.
Yeah. Well, I was watching this thing on a person, like a no-name person's channel, and he's like a physicist. And he was able to like create some stuff that would cause things to move from one spot to another. Wasn't CGI or anything. Like but it was always like when it would go from one spot to the other, it was all like distorted and like say he moved this can, it was like somebody had cut it and moved it and re-welded it and stuff, like it totally had morphed like the atoms on it. So like
Weird.
yeah, the stuff that people are doing, there are people that know like physics and stuff, and they're very highly intelligent. They have some channels on here. You will find them. Like, it's pretty cool what you can find on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not
There's a
fake,
couple
you
of
know?
them. There's a couple of them that I'm subscribed to because I just love that stuff.
Yeah, because they say physics isn't what physics is supposed to be, you know, and they come across these things like anomalies in the math, I guess. I don't know. This one guy explains it. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it was one of my late night watching things, and I got kind of hooked on it for a week or so, and I lost track of it. But yeah, I need to go back to that. I want to share it with everybody because he's got like 7.
He's got what?
He's had 7 subscribers. This guy that I found.
Really?
And yeah, and I looked him up, and he's a physicist at some college. I can't remember, and it's not in the United States where he's a physicist either. It's somewhere in the UK. I want to say England. I'm not sure. I'll have to find it again. But yeah, 7 subscribers, and he was doing stuff with he was messing with atoms. You know what I mean? Like, that blew my mind. I feel like I'm all techie with the drones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember I went as high as Calc 2 in math, and Calc 1 I got that. Calc 2 that was about the range of my ability to go farther.
Yeah.
I passed
same
it
here.
with a C, and that C was very, very hard to earn.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I did a lot of math when I was going to school, and they didn't have it like specified like calculus or whatever it was, required math that you needed to learn for doing what I was going to school for. And some of the math I was doing, I didn't understand what the heck I was doing. I just had to understand the theorems, and that was my problem. Like, I got so obsessed with these theorems, and I would always screw up. But math is math. If you know the theorem, you can figure the answer out, basically.
I hated the proofs in like pre-calc and trig and stuff. Hated the proofs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sometimes if it comes to you, it comes to you. That's why I hope this map thing's gonna work for me, because some things I'm really, really good at, and some things I really suck at. And it has like acronyms. I suck.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to learn a few of those for your METARs.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, the good thing is a lot of those acronyms, like other than the BR that Rick was talking about earlier, you know, the baby rain, which I think
baby rain, which is mist or something, or drizzle.
I think it actually technically stands for barometric rain, meaning it's not really actually falling out of the cloud. It's more just little tiny drops that are
stagnant moisture,
and then getting heavy enough to start falling, and that's really what it is.
Yeah,
like
like when you're at the coast with fog. Yeah,
correct. And you get those little droplets start falling through the air at you. Yeah,
yeah, like you feel them touching your face, but it's not like it hit you. It's just there.
Yeah. So if you see BR and it's below freezing, you're definitely not flying that day because your propellers will just ice up.
Yeah, freeze up. Yeah, yeah. Motor will freeze. Everything. Yeah.
Check that.
Looky.
Pick up that link that Luke just posted. That's his latest flight, I think.
Nice. Let me see if I can break it without.
Oh dang! Smashing through the bando. Nice. Where is this at, Luke?
Shoot. Yep, I just lost chat. I got it from chat. Oh, nice. That is cool. I really want to get into some beta stuff, and I've never done it. I don't even have a transmitter yet. I have.
Oh man, do you want a transmitter?
What do you? What?
I've
Yeah,
got I've got a FlySky transmitter that's just sitting in the drawer I never use.
Really? Sure.
Yeah. Like I offered it to Val, and somebody else sent her one before I could. Like I'm pretty slow at getting things shipped, but I'll send you one, man.
Dude,
Yeah, because it's just a FlySky i6. It's something to sit on the sim, and I'll send you the cord with it too.
Okay.
And you can sit on the sim and practice on the sim.
Yeah,
and see if you like it.
What I need
you know,
to do first. Yeah.
Yeah, just see if you like it. If you don't like it, it's understandable. It's not for everybody. But I have a feeling if you fly camera drones, you're gonna like it because everybody wants to do a loop around a tree.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
if
already
you don't like
think
it, you can send it to me, brother.
But I already have my little tiny. It's not this one, but it's about the same size as that. I already sit there and try to go like through the ladders at work and everything with that thing. So I have a feeling I will like it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Luke is in
Yeah,
Germany.
I'll send this to you.
He's in Germany.
Cool.
That's where he's flying in Germany. Luke.
Nice.
It's in Germany. Yeah, it looks really nice. Like everything's so clean too. Like when I go fly under a bridge or something, it is nasty under there.
Yeah,
like that.
I remember
everything is clean there. It's just blowing my mind.
that there's this one of the things from his video. Now I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get. I'm gonna have to try to get the chat back. But one of the spots that he's looking at, I love that video. It's like this little gazebo thing that he flew through, and he's like all flying through in the rafters and stuff. I don't know if you saw that part on his video.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
That was from last summer, though, I think.
No, I haven't seen that one. I don't. You know what? I am subscribed to him, but I don't get any notifications from him. I'm gonna unsubscribe from Luke and resubscribe and hit the bell so I get notifications. There we go. Subscribe.
All right. If you guys hear an echo, it's because I'm loading Roger's channel again here to get the chat.
Okay.
But
I will be getting off at 12:45 today, guys.
Yeah.
Pacific time.
No, that's messed up. Can't do that to him. Poor guy's been on all night last night, all day yesterday.
Oh yeah. How long were you on last night, Roger?
I got off at 12. I think it was 12.
It was midnight your time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was 1 o'clock. I think.
Yeah, it was 10. It was 10 my time when you got offline. So yeah, 1 a.m.
Yeah. And I got to bed at 2:30. Then the wind kept me up after that.
You lost your spark, Asgard, hanging under a bridge on a shoelace?
Yeah.
Is that older, or did that happen recently?
I got it here. He sent it to me. They found it.
Oh.
After a while.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the one that was it was all waterlogged or whatever, been in the water for months?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Sorry, Asgard. Not the best memory.
Okay, I got chat back, so now I can see what everybody's saying.
There we go.
Rebuild. Long time no see. That's true. Yeah. Good day. Good day. Hope all is well.
Oh, Jim just messaged me.
That's really cool, you.
Yeah, Jim Crennan just messaged me. It looks like I'm gonna be helping him with getting his transmitter up and running with the drone that he got from me. Cool. I guess he's feeling a little better today. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. Oh, and Hugh, I don't know where the package is here, but I have so much stuff on my desk.
This spark made me buy a Mavic Air. Happy ending. There you go.
There you go. And Hugh, I got some props from a company. They sent them to me that actually make your Mavic Air half as loud. And for a Mavic Air, that's awesome.
Did you get them already?
Yeah, I got them. I got them yesterday. They're still in the package. I haven't done I got to do a video and everything for him and all that stuff. But
Okay.
I'll be putting it out. I'm hoping to get it done today because it's supposed to be 53 degrees today and less than 5 mile an hour winds and sunny. So it's gonna be a nice day.
So I have a question for everybody. I have to ask this because I have friends that like to chase the drift cars and all that stuff locally. The question I have is the camera drones. Do you think that like an Inspire could actually trail a good camera shot on a drift car?
How fast
Or do you
are they
think
going?
well, some of them are like formula drift cars, so they could be going 110 miles an hour before they hit their bank. And so I had somebody say, I don't understand why you would want to take your fancy drone, your racing drone out to this track when you should be taking camera drones out there to chase these cars. And I didn't have an argument to it because I've never chased a drift car. I don't know anything about it. And you guys do a lot of chase with, I don't know if you chase with like your camera drones, but I just don't see it working. I don't see it working.
My camera drones, but the thing is you have to make sure that the subject that you're chasing is going the speed that you can keep up with.
I see a lot of guys doing with their FPVs.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So say I had Inspire, because I was thinking about picking up that Inspire that's damaged, and I read that you can put it in agility mode or whatever, and it'll do like 60 miles an hour, but it takes 5 seconds to get to 60.
So
its response seems slow, right?
Yeah, if you want to catch this thing drifting, you have your car down here. Actually, you're going to want to have to be up here with your car back here, and you're going to want to start going before it even comes into your film, and then you're going to be at top speed as it's hitting its bank.
And then I'll have to be controlling the camera pivot to keep an eye on him, right?
Correct.
And basically like set a track for where the drone's going to go and focus on camera. Like it just seems like so much. It seems harder to me, like the thought of doing that. And risky,
Well, the other thing is that's the other thing is if you are trying to get close enough to a subject going 110 miles an hour, they are pushing a lot of air around, and so if you have that drone going
turbulence,
it comes behind you, and that air is vortexing, it can suck that drone right into the
that's what I was thinking, because like it's got the balance. The gyros that are keeping it at level, so it doesn't flip over or freak out. Like, do they have it's not acro on any DJI products, right? You can't get it to go into acro.
Sport mode. Sport mode is all sport mode is speed and turn.
Yeah, more tilt, right? More tilt and faster turning.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I need to get going, so just let me say goodbye. It's been a pleasure being on the panel with you guys. Always is. It's a beautiful day here in Virginia. I think me and the kid are going to go fly us some drones. And
awesome.
You all have a great day and a great weekend.
Okay.
You as well. Have fun flying. Always enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Be safe.
All right. Bye, everybody in the chat.
Bye.
Yeah, so if you're going to be following that, like, here's the thing: a cinematic drone. If you want to be way like 150 feet above it and get like a distance shot of this thing drifting, that cinematic drone is going to be so smooth.
Yes, I agree. Okay. I agree. Those kind of shots you can't get without a cinematic drone. You just can't do it with an FPV drone.
But if you're wanting to follow this thing and you're wanting to get like anything kind of halfway close to it, like what Nate said, I think up there, you got to use an FPV quad because you're going to want to go fast. You're going to be able to move around it and everything. So
and when they're go ahead, Roger.
Look at what Jim Crinan wrote for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, where you give a slave remote.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you have somebody running the camera. You have one person running a camera, one person doing the flying. That's cool. See, now that's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the only thing about that though is you got to have two people who know how to fly an Inspire and work a gimbal camera with a remote. So now you gotta have two people who know what they're doing instead of just you. But but it would
Sketch. It's kind of scary, actually. Like you'd have to do a lot of practicing before you go out to somewhere like that. Because what if somebody clips another car and a hood flies off? You gotta try to get out of the way so the hood don't hit you or something. You don't run into the debris coming off of cars. Because I've seen some crashes out there where they clip each other and stuff just starts coming off.
And in an Inspire, it's gonna be like turning a semi truck to avoid fender bender 100 feet in front of you.
Yeah. At the point 101 says they use them at the track now.
But I mean, if,
Yeah, the
if you're going to
FPV
get a
drones
far
are-
shot,
yeah.
use your cinematic. If you're going to get close, use your FPV drone for sure.
Yeah. It was just an idea because somebody, a person I talked to, he like was, grilling me with how the Inspire can do just as much as any FPV drone for cinematic shots, anything chasing stuff. And I was like, well, I have no idea about that drone. So I'm going to ask some people tomorrow and find out what they know because they use them every day,
Yeah. Well, it's just, I mean, I would compare a cinematic drone and an FPV drone to what we do with drones compared to what helicopters do. That helicopter is trying to make a turn and it banks. It's going like this before it
It's
starts
taken a
turning.
while, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that's what your Inspire, especially an Inspire. I mean, the smaller the drone, the cinematic drone, you'd probably be, if you're going to be chasing that kind of stuff, you'd probably be better with like a Mavic Pro, or I wouldn't do a Mavic Air because it would not take very much wind to knock the thing out of the air.
Yeah, I was thinking like the Zoom or something so you can actually be up higher and then look like you're right there.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing
Yeah.
is now the Mavic Zooms, I think they only go like 49, something
Mhm.
like that.
So it would work perfect if you could time it right when they're in the banking corners, like when it's a hard drift corner. It would work good where you could probably get it so you could track their face right there going around the corner. So you've got like a zoomed in shot of them on the steering wheel. Those kind of shots you just can't get without like good timing, and the skill has got to be, I've seen a couple of the footage from the local guys doing it, and they've gotten some shots of inside the car when they're going around those corners, but it's
That
just
I would put a tripod on the inside of the corner and just get the tripod with the mounts that you can swing, and just do a swing mount
Mhm.
on a tripod for that kind of look, because then you can get right on level with them and get the camera zoomed into where where it's got to be, and then you just follow them with it.
yeah.
But
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I don't think they don't want to. Nobody's wanting to do that. They want to do it with the drone. And I see Phantom Flight 101. They use them at the track now. Are you talking about the Inspires?
You see
The camera drones?
check what Interactive DNA just said there too. And UFO builder Marks, do any of you fly drone with the heads up display goggles?
Yeah,
No, I don't use.
Oh, you're talking about those ones where you can see, like they're clear, where it just gives you an OSD, so you can look at your. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, the augmented reality goggles or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I saw an ad for those yesterday. Anything new like that, I don't touch it. I want to see after a year what the reviews are like in a year.
It's from last summer, Hadley, but I do have a video of, and it's going to be kind of the same idea of what you're trying to do with these cars. But I have a video of where I'm trying to follow people throwing frisbee for frisbee golf.
Dude, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry. That is really cool. Yeah, because it's got to be timed.
Yeah, so what I had to do is I had to look, because everybody has their own windup, and so I had to watch them throw a couple to know like when they actually, because everybody has their
what kind of release they're gonna have. Yeah,
things, and they go back here, they pause, and they go, whatever, and then they release.
Or you see those ones that they'll throw slow, and then all of a sudden at the last little bit, they're like, yeah, it's all. You can't time that.
No. So what I had to do is I had to watch everybody throw a couple of discs, so I knew what their routine was, and then I had to start back here and just floor this thing in sport
kill
mode.
it. Yeah.
And by the time they're letting go, I'm like over them, and you just start seeing the disc come in, and then it still
yeah.
beats me for a while, and
Oh, yeah,
then it
yeah.
starts floating, and then I can come up to it, and that's when I caught up. But I don't know what it is called. Frisbee golf. You can look for it on my channel. Or whatever.
Yeah, no, frisbee golf. Yeah, I used to play frisbee golf like a lot, and that's a great idea, man. I would have never thought of doing something like that. And like the guys that chase the cars, you know, I don't have any interest in chasing cars. Like there is absolutely zero interest in it. I think it's kind of cool, but realistically, I think like if you really want to capture drift cars, like you're talking, you attach cameras to those cars.
Yeah.
And you capture it. You put like a 360 cam on the car, in the car, and you can get your shots that you want at the right time with a couple of 360 cams, and there is no issues with a drone. I don't know. I think the drone is distracting to those guys driving personally.
One, they just sent you a link.
Yeah, I got Jim's link here. Jim, I can't click on anything with Facebook right now because I'm on live. But I'll check out everything out when we're done here.
Okay, if you don't mind, Roger, I'll link that. I just found that frisbee one for him. I'll link that for him, and then
yeah,
you might not be able to click on it now, Hadley's, but once
I'll just save the tab.
Comes into post and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just do the tab. Yeah, like put it in a save tab thing, like Roger told me to do. It's easier without screwing everything up.
Yeah. So there's that frisbee golf one, and it was tough. It was tough to do, and there's a lot of stuff that I like. That disc is so far, and those discs are so small on that screen compared to it's really hard.
Yeah. Well, and they're not big. They're only, maybe at the most 10 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that.
Inches,
yeah, they're small. And like I've always wanted, like this is the one thing that I've always wanted to do with a drone is not only like, okay, so when people are driving on a road, and you know how like in the commercials and TV and everything, they put the camera on the ground, so it's like aiming up and the cars are driving over it and all that stuff. Well, I'd like to have that camera all of a sudden just turn around and go the other direction underneath the car and let the car pull away, and then it flies away after the car drives over it or whatever. Like, I don't know how I would do that. I don't know how I could create something like that. I'm sure there's a way that you can do it with the right kind of cameras and then use a drone from this shot on. But there's some like camera angles and camera shots that it's so almost impossible to do, but the footage would be amazing. It would be one of those things that, like, if you could recreate it, you might actually get a job with Universal Studios or something, Well,
or
at least to teach people.
On some kind of pulley system underneath the car. Of course, if it's on a race car, those things have like 2-inch.
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. Exactly. Like I'll get my session to go underneath it, but once the wind catches it, it's blah, 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 flopping down the road, broken.
I don't know how that would work. You'd almost have to have embedded cameras and know like where the cars are going to come across. Embedded cameras in the cement or something.
Yeah, like so the whole new technology with the 360 cam, I've seen a lot of people messing with it in the editors, and that technology that they have that they're using to capture the 360 and how you can just focus on one section of the image and it's clear, like it's crystal clear. It's amazing. But I really want to I guess I'm just gonna have to buy some cams in the future and mess with it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things that you can create a lot of art with that, like capture a lot of things that no one else is going to think of.
Yeah. Well, and let's see, where is it that my GoPro, but they make like the step up from the Hero Black even. Have you seen that thing? The 360?
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, it's like
it has another name.
Yeah. But it's expensive. It's more expensive than the black.
So yeah, the black is $399. That thing's $599. So
yeah, it makes it $1,000 in Canada.
Yeah. Hey, Stonewolf, how you doing?
Kim's awake.
He's been
The,
Oh yeah.
the Yeti killer.
Yeah, Tim's been in here for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I missed
He
it.
got in
I
here when
was
you were out at the store, I think.
okay. Hi Kim. Good morning.
Yeah, what's up, Stone Wolf? How's it going?
Hey Stone Wolf, how's it going, man?
Okay, Luke, you take care now. You be safe. Thank you for coming in.
Yes. Auf Wiedersehen, Luke. Ich spreche sehr kleine Deutsch. If I even said it right.
Cynic Butterfly, how you doing? Or Scenic?
Luke, take care, buddy. Good luck on getting them repairs done. Get that quad back up in the air.
Okay, he's laughing at me, so I did something wrong.
He understood you though. That's cool.
Oh, he understood. That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I learned a lot more when I was taking, like I took like 3 years of German in high school. So I learned quite a bit. I've lost most of it. For some reason, the stuff that stuck with me is the your mama stuff. You know,
Oh man.
That I used when I was playing like Call of Duty back in the day and all that stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
Deine Mutti
Yeah.
ist eine sehr groß. Like,
Yeah, you just hung on to the stuff that you didn't need to because it was repetitive.
Yep.
Where'd you go, Paul?
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
I was gonna get a bite to eat, and then the father, who I happen to know who he is, I don't know him that well, but the father of my tenant upstairs that
Yeah.
passed away, he came and we had a long chat, and he asked me questions about, because there's still some, all of the guy that died, they have a lot of suspicions about that it wasn't necessarily a suicide. So
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big deal.
So are the cops investigating that, or is it just the family?
yeah, the family has friends that are detectives and other things, and people that just know Mark that passed, just doesn't add up. It just and his dad, he and his dad were in business together, and so just didn't add up. And he had one friend that he didn't, that nobody seemed to like, to think that he was a bad guy, and he's the one that was there when it happened. So
Yeah.
That's enough right
I
there.
have an aunt that there was a lot of suspicion. It was ruled as a suicide, but there was a lot of suspicion that her partner before and stuff just was.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of bad blood, and she had just shown up to that house that night.
Yep.
And you know, when she died, she didn't even make it out of the driveway. So,
right.
Mm.
So anyway, I talked to him, Roger, and he just left. And
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Help him out as much as you can. I mean,
yeah, you know, and it's like,
anything new dawns on you, you know, write it
Well,
down so you tell him
you know,
tomorrow or something.
the thing in my mind, I don't want to beat this thing too much, but at about 2:30 in the morning, I hear this. It sounds like a bowling ball or a body being boom, boom, boom on the floor. Just, and then lighter booms and then heavier booms. It wasn't like somebody was knocking on the wall or anything.
Okay.
And
No.
just
to think about what could have happened when you heard that.
yeah, you never know. You know, you don't know. And at the time, it was 2 or 3 in the morning. I said, you know, do I need to go over and knock on the door and say, hey, what's going on, or
Good
whatever?
thing you didn't.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't.
Well, I wouldn't have gone without my 9mm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, especially at that hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might have not wanted to have to deal with all that because man, everything happens for a reason, though, Paul. So
This is
sometimes.
This is my security guard right here.
Right.
And it has a laser sight on it too. So
Oh yeah.
you point it and it's going. You know.
Yep. Oh yeah, we know.
You know what? I hunt, I shoot guns all the time, but if I had a can in front of me 20 feet and I shot 5 rounds with a pistol, I might hit it once.
Yep.
Like I am so bad with handguns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Jim, you take care
Well,
of it.
yeah, and that's something you got to practice with.
That's the reason I have the Crimson Trace laser sight on it. It just you just squeeze here, and where that dot is, that's where the bullet's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta make sure you squeeze your whole hand, not just your trigger, your index finger. It's
Just
a whole squeeze every time.
It's almost like pulling back. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It might be because I'm going like this when I try to hit the can.
Oh, come on,
I'm just
you are
joking.
not.
I'm just joking.
You are not. I'm like, you are not. If you hit it once like that, that's pretty darn good, though.
Yeah. Plus, if I'm holding like this,
bad boy.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
I know. If you hit it once like this, I mean, you're doing something right, I guess. You might capitalize on that if you can.
Here comes out. Hey, big tiny. Goldilocks.
Jim, take care. Jim, take care. I hope you're feeling better, man. I will get a hold of you as soon as the live stream's over. Okay, Jim Grinnan?
have a good one, Jim. Yeah, and I'll have to get your email there, Hadley.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's my handle at Gmail.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Easy.
So,
Is it-
Yep.
is
And
it
it's on the YouTube.
Hadley's with an S at Gmail or Hadley?
Hadley's Famous FPV at Gmail.
Okay.
It's on, I think it's
Do
on
not
your
spam
channel,
me.
isn't
yeah, it's on my channel.
it? Okay. You're gonna get
Yeah.
sock puppet pictures.
Okay.
Oh, was Teeny on here while I was gone?
Roger is just like never.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
no.
cut to Roxy Cam.
Let's go to Roxy Cam. There we go. Roxy Cam.
Oh, look at the puppy. Oh, look at that little puppy. Roxy's a doll, I'll tell you that.
Yes, she is. Yes. Most definitely. Yeah, she's a cute dog.
She's got a point that she's gotten to a point she knows when the camera's on her, I think.
Smart.
Well, yeah. Now that Dad's got her own camera, she just likes to pose.
Yeah. Lucky
Hey,
step.
have a good day, play it in. Have a good one.
Your butt.
Yes, have a good one.
You know but that cracks me up. I don't know, Russell. Have you seen those pictures behind Val? It still cracks me up. It's somebody did pictures of sheep and stuff over somewhere, but the one that she likes the best, it's got the sheep with the butt end forward, and it's looking over its shoulder. It's like, what? Who? I've never seen.
There's some. There is quite a joke to that one, I'm sure.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
There's that.
Yeah, I mean,
sheep herd, lonely sheep herder thing, and it's like,
hey, that's what they say about Montana to the east of me. You got to buy your boots about 2 sizes larger so you can fit the sheep's legs in each boot hole so they can't get away.
That's what I was down there.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
It is.
Oh.
Or the other joke about the area is Montana, where the women run single, the sheep run scared, and the men run after them.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
every time I've been to Montana, it's pretty desolate there. Like
I have never seen a painting or a drawing that depicted quite that.
No. And that's old. She said it's an older picture too. It's not like it's new.
It's collectors.
Yeah, there you go. That tells you something. Who is the collector that's collecting that?
And the other classic that I just can never pass up is when she's sitting there and that big husky goes by and the tail behind her is going like this. And it's like, oh my gosh, it just
You got me this morning when you said that because I never noticed that before, and it was like perfect. It was good.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, and she was waving it too. She had her hand on the tail, waving it around.
Yeah.
You know, she was playing along with it.
I thought she was showing us her tail puppet. You know, I thought it was a tail puppet. She's a great gal. She puts up with us so much. I just love her.
Read what Interactive just wrote down there, guys.
Yeah, 1 millisecond of latency is nuts because right now good latency is what, 20 to 40. Like that's good.
15 is like Crossfire, 15 millisecond. But for video, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to tap into the 5G. That whole system is locked. All the channels are locked. We're not going to be able to use that. That's all FCC controlled.
Sorry,
but it'd be nice. Go ahead.
How you doing, my friend? Everybody check out Earth West Oz. If you want really good reviews, honest reviews, check out his channel. And he's got very good content.
And he knows what the future's like because it's already Sunday there.
Yeah. I'm on for another.
I always love saying that joke.
Yeah.
So what do I have in store for me today?
So will you go for your flight thing, Hadley, for the one you paid some money for? When are you starting those?
2 to 5 days is what it said for the deposit for the money. So as soon as the money hits my bank account, I'm going to be paying for the class.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take the other money and put it into I'll make a savings account or whatever. So it'll be like the 107 fund or whatever. And I'll put the rest into the savings account until I'm done with the training class. And however long it takes me to feel comfortable. Like I plan on at least going through it twice minimum.
Yeah.
Going through everything 2 times minimum. I don't care how long it's going to take me. It's going to be my obsession until I'm done with it and I get the certification. So
Yeah.
You know
like
what?
I probably won't even fly. Honestly, guys, I'll probably not fly at all until I get this thing done.
Here, I'm going to suggest something to you, Hadley, about that class. When you open up the class, take the practice test before you do anything.
Okay.
Just take it because it's going to give you an example of how the questions are worded. And so while you're starting and looking through and learning everything, you're going to learn, oh, this is where they're going to try to get me. Oh, this is where they're going to try to get me. I got that advice from somebody else, and it helped me so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's like reverse engineering their theorem.
Reverse engineering your learning. Yeah.
And
would you agree?
And also, don't be afraid to go and look at other Part 107 videos because there's some good ones on there. Tony and Chelsea has a good one. Just to give you a flavor of other things because you can glean a lot of information from all different areas. Yet the Pilot 101 is great, but Tony and Chelsea has a way of hitting home certain things as well. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Certain ways that'll trigger the way to remember it. Yeah.
And I did my study thing. I did a study video for METARS back in November or something like that. And you know, like what Paul is saying, like I think the thing with Remote Pilot 101 is he has amazing information, but he kind of has to fit it into a 3 to 12-minute video.
Yeah.
So he's not able to really hit home with certain things. And those are things that like the METARS and stuff. I think he does there's like 4 or 5 videos on METARS there, Paul, or something like that. Each one of them is between 5 and 12 minutes. But really, I mean, you're going to spend a third of your questions on METARS. You're going to spend a third of your questions on sectional charts. And then you're going to spend a third of your questions on other things that are almost common knowledge. Like, you had 4 alcoholic beverages last night, and you're supposed to do a commercial drone flight today. You're not quite feeling well. Should you go anyways? It's like, you know, it's like one of the answers is like,
it's common sense, not
Yeah. And one of the questions are about that actually Tony and Chelsea's video goes into about you know what your personality is, and about because one of the questions I got was, you know, what kind of personality are you? And it's broken up into 3 different personalities, like, well, I don't care, I know everything, or show off, or all those kinds of things. And it actually comes into a question type of thing.
It does. There's the hold my beer
Wow.
guy. There's the
Hold my beer guy. That's the guy that's like, I don't care what I do. If I get
Yeah.
hurt or I hurt
This
somebody.
is
Yeah.
hold my beer drone right here. This is the hold my beer drone. And I'm admitting this, not really, but it's my hold my beer drone.
But yeah, there's the machismo person, and there's the people that think nothing can happen to them, or
Oh man.
the other ones is the show off, and it's like, and it actually defines what they are. And if you take notes while you're watching his thing, it'll help fill in the 101. But what I did too is I just I used the Ken Heron code, and I didn't do my 107 through 101 because I'm to renew mine by the end of the month or the first of next month, and so I signed up for the reoccurrence section, which was $65 or $67. But with the discount, I got it for $45, just for reference purposes. You know, just is
I bought the
worth.
lifetime one when I did it.
Well, when you buy the recurrent one, if you're a 107 pilot, that's lifetime too. So for $47, I got lifetime upgrades.
Okay, guys, I'll be closing down pretty soon in 4 minutes. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for coming on. Raphael.
Right.
Yes.
Roger, I'm going to back out, Roger, and let you say goodbye to everybody.
Okay.
And I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
say
do the
goodbye
same.
to everybody, and everybody take care. Have a great day. And Roger and Russell and Justin, I'll be seeing you down the road, I'm sure.
Central Field on 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, guys.
Yep.
He's on until 9 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock, I'll be going on.
Yep.
9
Then,
p.m.
then Roger's back tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Godfather always returns.
And tonight is Roger's 12-hour all-night stream, everybody.
Yeah, now Roger, now that
Only if he does this and falls asleep.
Yeah.
everybody knows now that Roger never sleeps, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Paul.
Later, Paul.
So everybody in the chat, thank you all very much for coming in. And
Yes, thank
tonight,
you.
Tonight I'm going to have who's going to be on tonight? Fishing.
Oh yeah, ASAP Fishing.
Yeah, it's a guy from Fishing. No, not ASAP. No, another guy. He's going to be on tonight.
Fishy Angler or whatever. Or?
Well, I can't remember his bloody name. Sorry about that.
Is it Cole? It's Cole Outdoors who does fishing or anything?
Something like that.
Okay.
Well, he's going to be on tonight. His channel is going up there, so I want to try and get him up more.
How's it going,
Awesome.
Anthony? Yeah. Sorry, Anthony. You actually just came in while Roger's about to shut it down, but
Yeah,
you
Anthony,
came in
sorry
anyways.
about that.
Hi, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm closing down there in about 2 minutes, guys. Because I got some errands to do this afternoon, which I could not do yesterday because of the driveway here. Colorado. There you go. Man, you got a very good memory. Thank you there, Flying with Stan.
Oh, Colorado Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool.
That's what it was.
Yeah. He will be on with me tonight. And who else is going to be on the panel? I don't know. But we'll check it out tonight for sure. That's at 9 p.m. tonight, guys. Centroid Aerial Views will be on at 7 p.m. He might have Philly Drones on with him tonight.
Nice.
So
very cool.
Yeah. And by the way, Hadley, if you have any questions or anything like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me or whatever on the 107, you can always just send me or anybody, honestly, just send me an email or let me know and I'll help you guys through stuff because,
Thank you.
Yeah. I a lot of those guys, everybody was saying, oh, since you got your part 107, how often have you done METAR since then? I always try to do them just to keep myself in practice.
Yeah.
The Weather Channel gives you the same information, but if you look it up yourself, you know, you keep yourself in practice. So next time that test comes up, those questions are a snap.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, everybody.
Well, very cool. Bye, Roger. Have a great weekend.
Bye,
If I don't see you guys, it's because I've got date night tonight.
Oh.
I got date night tonight, so I don't know if I'll be on. But I'll try to get on tomorrow if I can.
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
I got
Have a great weekend.
Okay, bye. Take care. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you for coming in. I gotta take care of my dog and put her out too. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, have a good one. Thank you all for coming in. We'll see you all tonight. Bye, everybody. Take care.